What's going on, everybody? Yeah, that's right. It's another stream. Good timing is right. What's going on, Escape? How are you? You late for the road? Yeah, I know. How's everybody doing? Unforgiven, how are you? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, everybody? Look at, dude, I'm gonna say one thing. YouTube shows up. YouTube shows up. What up, Sevens? How are you? Jax says, hey. What's going on, everyone? I'm late to the ride. The real life got involved. But, hopefully, you guys remember what happened last time with Shane. Oh, man. I think today, Shane is back to his normal walking. Why did I hit F5? Why did I hit F5? It takes 7 years to load. Oh my god. A spicy hot wing and potato salad dinner? Whew! Well, now I'm hungry. That's how I'm doing. And I had dinner today. God damn it. I missed the goddamn ride. Well, you know what we're gonna just do? This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Missed the ride, you might as well get high. It's a lot different than Nate Jacobs, isn't it? Oh, we had a great stream earlier today. We played a little bit of Nate Jacobs. Tonight we're gonna do some Shane Gunner. No lookies. I should not be so loud. My children are sleeping, and my wife is she's got like a show night with some of the ladies on the street. So it's like if the kids wake up, I got to attend to them. So if I have to dip, I'm gonna let you guys know. But that might be the reason why. Oh yeah, 161 joints this kid has smoked since June. It's probably a lot more, but that's at least that's the amount of numbers that we know that we've seen him do. You know what I'm saying? As always good to see everybody here. Thank you so much for showing up, especially right on like right at the beginning, man. You guys are insane. It's good seeing everybody. Let's get after it. Probably nobody's going to be on the radio, but we're going to see. Radio check.
Oh.
Whoa. Is that a good check or a bad check, Britt?
That's a good check.
Do you have notifies on? Attaboy, Ghost. I mean, some people are... Oh, they're all over here. Oh, shit. I forgot to put our cut on. Hold on. Let's sneak in here. Real quick, we're going to put our cut on. Yep. And then we're going to act like nothing happened. Okay. What's up, Gabe? How are you doing? You love my vids? Oh, man, thank you so much. Appreciate that. What up? What up, Arson? How are you? Who else we got? I had fried chicken, potato salad, and baked mac. Oh, my God. You guys are all making me hungry. We gotta get back into this real quick.
That you did
in my opinion, the right thing in the moment, and you got the most important thing out of the trash, and that was the cut.
Hello, everyone.
So I don't want to see any negative repercussions coming from Jake for not pulling me out.
Oh, we're getting right back into where we left off,
that
chat.
That being said, yeah, apparently, according to him, he did follow me after that and attempt to offer me the cutback twice, at which point I apparently didn't respond. There wasn't a refusal, it was just I did not respond.
Again, perspective, but it looked bad from where I was standing. But if, you know, I know you have anger issues. I know that it's not the first time that you've been in a state of almost like disconnected energy or whatever. So like under those contexts, the only thing you did was essentially ignore Jake. Like, you didn't take your cut off. You didn't leave it with anybody intentionally. You made no personal effort to signal that you were leaving this club or done with this club. And I think that is what matters most. Like, yes, you didn't like stop and get it back, but again, if I am wholly trusting, you know, you and your behavior, then there's a valid, if frustrating, explanation for why you disrespected your own cut. But that alone is not, again, a reason for this to escalate, in my opinion alone. But that's just hopefully that, I don't know, that the rest of people at the table, Jax himself, if he stops and listens to more context, will come to a similar conclusion.
I don't think he's going to, not after yesterday. I think he's made his mind up.
But again, I think none of that is you know, an unforgivable thing, right? Or egregious action. Like, again, copping to some pretty dark thoughts is not great, because it allows the context to be presented that, you know, you are a danger to the president and the club, which can be unforgivable for damn sure. Again, that is why, again, the only instance that I recall where we just pulled someone's cut directly was Caleb, when he was doing something intentionally similar, which was making threats against our president. But you didn't really do that.
So, no, I didn't. I copped. I like I said, I was transparent about how I was feeling. And honestly, if we go down that road, let's flip the tables on that. Let's go back in time. When I was in hot water over the whole Irish situation, while I was still a patch member and the prune hadn't gone through, or the demotion hadn't gone through, there were still plenty of people in this club that came to me face to face and told me they wanted me dead and they would kill me themselves. So verbalizing those threats to me, one of them happens to be the very person that's pushing this table. It just seems a little hypocritical. You were there, Marcus. You can vouch for that. You probably overheard some of them people literally threatening to put me in the ground if things go sideways. And while I was still a member.
No, I mean, like I know things were definitely tense back then. Like, the specifics are hazy, and I typically blame the brain damage on some of the memory loss. But yeah, no, circumstances. I remember that, like, you know, it was rough, because at the time the threats against the club were such that a lot of people were feeling a certain way about you. But I don't, like, this is a different circumstance, you know. And again, if it comes to a vote, nothing about this, I mean, like I said, if it comes to two of anything, it shouldn't just be a fucking cut pull, because it's not unforgivable. Nothing happened. And if it comes to a vote, it does have to be, you know, unanimous. So you should be in your cut by Sunday night. Well, presumptive, but That's how the logic is playing out in my head.
Well, either way, rest assured that I took the time I needed to level myself, I guess would be the best way to say it. All that shit's behind me now. Larry did what he did. That's in the past. And I'm ready to go forward.
Well, I you know, again, should we move past Sunday and have you wearing your cut, or even sooner, and ideally, I don't think you should entirely put it in the rear view, because this hinges around a thing that the whole club needs to have addressed to them and understand, which is that, like, the days of punching bag Tommy gotta end.
And that's why I love to have VODs on YouTube, baby. They're there forever. No worries. We will always have VODs on YouTube for you guys to go back to.
I'm gonna let y'all, you know, I encourage y'all to speak to Jax. I encourage y'all to speak to Cameron. I encourage y'all to speak to Jake, most and foremost, and make your own decisions. And, you know, come Sunday, let the cards fall where they may. But I hope, you know, I can count on y'all to be there and, you know, have my back in this. And be vocal. We have voices. Use them. Looking at you, Shane.
I got you, man. I didn't get a chance to talk to Jax yesterday. He was already in his bedroom by the time I got in, but I'm still gonna do what I said I was gonna do last night.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll be appreciated.
Of course.
And as much as I'd love to, you know, come back to the compound with y'all, it's probably not the best place for me right now.
You gotta do what you gotta do, but I would try to clarify and make sure that they're not telling you to stay gone entirely, because I don't think that was part of last night. I think it just was a for now thing.
Fair enough. I have a feeling I need to talk to him. We need to see if I can have the conversation with him overall. But I can tell you right now, it's going to end up, I can almost assure it's going to end up back into a heated argument. Jax is as stubborn as I am.
Yep, it's like two bulls hitting each other.
Then maybe hold off on it until tomorrow, when you can have your mediated chat with Britt and them. And I mean, again, it might already be a done thing, but if it's not, maybe Britt and do the mediated chat with you and Jax.
Hey, chat, I'm gonna get you caught up on it whenever I get a chance. Like I'll try and get you guys, because I see a lot of you asking questions.
Who knows?
We'll talk about it in a minute.
And there are several members who are over there.
There are the hanger around there too.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured the hangarounds would probably want to be there, so and half will be over here at least.
Why is my house being used for this?
Because it's the only other place I feel safe right now.
Fair.
I mean, I still view the park as my home, and I still see myself as a member.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, you know,
Talk
this has been one of my thinking spots for going way back to when Quang owned this fucking place.
It's amazing gift
I'd
of
spend my time sitting on
renegade.
that roof and just keeping an eye on the park and thinking.
Fair.
And until you take those keys away
Thank you,
from me, it's
Sam.
gonna do
Welcome,
the same.
Rennie.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Very much fair.
We're gonna talk to Anna about it in a minute. You guys are gonna get caught up.
I've never been one for the idea of safe spaces, but when you need them, you know, it's nice to have them.
See this?
Creature comforts, as it were. By the way, I like what you did with the living room.
Sage did that.
Who's Sage?
What is
My
this?
partner.
His girlfriend.
Oh.
Is this a? Oh, feels strong, man.
What, she didn't like the bachelor pad look?
No, it wasn't that
Oh, I
great.
thought-
Needed another set of eyes.
Fair enough.
All right, so what all did Tommy say to you today?
Tommy said his whole side, and then Jack said his whole side, which I now know you don't know Jack's side.
I mean, I know Jack's. I mean, I was
well, you were
there,
right?
but I didn't hear exactly what Jax told him until it got heated, and I tried to break it up.
The heated is where it sounds like the problems were.
Well, I don't truly understand exactly what went on. I only know what Tommy did to get into that situation. People told me before I talked to Tommy last night that he took off his cut, threw it down, and bounced. And Jake tried to tell him that come get it, and Tommy said no, I don't want it, and he just bounced. But then I talked to Tommy last night late, and he said that Jake took it off of him while the EMS was working on him. And that's how the cut got off of him.
Kind of. So, what I've been told from multiple people who are present is that it started with Tommy making inappropriate joke about Roz like getting ram from Larry, and then making more jokes when they both to bed at the same time. And everybody knows they don't like those jokes.
Oh, okay. That's at the
That's
very
how it
beginning. I got
started.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it spiraled into Larry and Tommy fist fighting. It got broken apart. They fist fought again until Tommy was knocked unconscious. Then Larry took Tommy, threw him in the trash, was laughing, making jokes, taking pictures while he had his cut on, and threw him basically out of the compound into the trash. And then Jake took off his cut so that his cut wasn't in the trash, wasn't going to get dirty, right before Saffir started treating him.
Gotcha.
Larry is going to be fined anyway for that because that's disrespectful on many
I mean, I
levels,
agree. I agree.
Yeah, but Tommy seemed to spiral it out of hand. And then what my main concern is with the situation where you were at, and Marcus, Cameron, and Jax. I know how both Jax and Tommy are. They're going to get heated and draw weapons and fight or whatever. My concern is that the only thing Tommy has not told people, like club members, that Jax and Cameron have confirmed Tommy did say, was that Tommy threatened the club with something like, if you remove me, you're going to regret it.
Never heard that.
And with his... Yeah, I don't know the exact words of it. But there was some kind of threat along those lines, and I don't know if it was whispered, I don't know if it was shouted, I don't know if it was before you were there, or if it happened. But there was some kind of threat that they actually didn't acknowledge right away. They just said it in telling of updating me, and then I'm like, what does that mean? And they had to pause because of Tommy's history where he lost his patches the first time.
Yep.
That's really my only hang up right now, is because of what he did in the past already, that even if he made that kind of threat even vaguely, I do believe he will follow through with it, and that's my concern.
You actually think that Tommy would do harm to this club?
If he was voted out. I don't know how, but I also know he has a lot of very questionable friends who would love to destroy the club. Like, even if he doesn't necessarily intend to harm us, like, I don't know if you ever heard about Kim, but when she left, she was just shit-talking us. But her friends don't care to pick a fight with us. Tommy's would, even if he doesn't pillow talk or snitch, which I guess that's what concerns me, if he made any kind of threat of that. But there's only 4 people there other than him to hear whatever the hell was happening, so.
Well, supposedly, Tommy told me last night that he said what he said, but he tried to stop himself from saying like things that he would regret, because he knows he's got an issue with that. And so like he told me last night that like this club is everything to him. Everything.
Yeah.
And it just sounded like Jax had a different like idea of what happened, and I wanted Jax to make sure that he understood. You know, there's always three sides to a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's Tommy's, there's Jax, and then there's what actually happened. I just want people to know at least two of those stories so that we can not make any judgment on him before it's too, you know, without knowing everything.
That's the hard part because Jax and Cameron remember it the same, and then Marcus and Tommy remember it the same. And I don't think either of those two sets of people have talked super in depth about it other than venting to each other or updating the club over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just that one statement of a threat towards the whole club that some people heard, that some people didn't, that's all I'm hung up on. Because a threat to the whole club is not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah,
especially when he already had the intrusive thought to kill Larry, and the way he described it before he showed up here to us. There's definitely some ill feelings towards Larry that manifested that intrusive thought, although I don't think he would act on it. Which is why I'm concerned if there is a threat towards the club. I know he loves the club, but I also know how frustrating it can be sometimes.
I heard him laughing at Jax whenever he was saying like he's not getting the cut back. There was so much said. Like between Jax threatening, he pulled his knife out. He was going to fucking gut him right there. It got to the point where like Jax like basically lunged forward at him.
Jax told me that as much as he wanted to hurt him, all he ended up doing was kicking him. But he said it was also like a whole 10-minute thing of being told to leave and disobeying
That's
orders.
true, and I told Tommy that he needed to get the fuck out. Like, just shut up, like, leave.
Have a good night, Navy.
Have a good night.
I just don't think that he threw the cut down. And that's where I have a problem. If he threw the cut down, fuck him. Because we've had people do that before. Hell, I almost did it, and I got fucking, like, talked to about whenever I reached that end, right? And I've made sure that that is never going to happen. And if he did that, then yeah.
Yeah, he didn't throw it down. Jake made sure it just wasn't dirty and Saffir wasn't going to harm it. Although there was, in all the stories, tellings, that Jake was basically chasing Tommy down to give him his cut. And Tommy ignored him, and Tommy described it as associative rage, which I get. But then, supposedly, what Jake said is that, or what Tommy told Jake, is that Tommy was aware of what Jake was doing. Tommy apparently told that to Jake, so I want to talk to Jake, because if Tommy told Jake that he was aware of Jake trying to give him his cut and he just ignored Jake and he's playing it off as dissociating, that does not sit well with me. Because that is like saying, no, I don't want it.
Yeah. The way it sounded like to, granted, this was late, the storm was fucking rolling in last night, right? But like, he didn't even remember Jake talking to him. He remembers getting thrown into the fucking can, and then he remembers getting on his bike and just leaving.
He said something similar in this circle, and then Marcus said something and it like triggered him, and then he suddenly remembered a portion of it. I don't know if those memories can keep being triggered or if he's trying to hide something. I don't know. Yeah. But if he told Jake that he did hear Jake and is telling everybody else that he didn't hear Jake, that's weird with me. But just why I'm going to talk to Jake next if he's even still up.
He needs, well, yeah, was he about to go to bed?
I have no idea.
I think I heard him on the
Jake's
radio.
is if he's even awake.
I think I heard him on the radio, but I think he just went to bed. Maddie, did Jake go to bed?
There you go.
Did Jake go to bed?
I think he went to take Navy to bed.
Oh, okay, so he's still around then.
Why you want to talk to him about the things going on?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that one, right? Like, I want to know what he told Jake. But we also need to make sure Jake tells, you know, like Jake remembers it. Because shit, man, I mean, I've smoked like probably 8 different joints since this all happened.
I will
Right?
say, hearing Jax's side shined a lot of different light to the situation because I heard Tommy's situation first.
We've heard Tommy twice now, and
What did
it's
Jax
two
tell
very
you?
different.
I can only speak to the part whenever they got loud and they were in the middle of the fucking compound.
So, Jax, the best TLDR is Tommy isn't being necessarily 100% truthful in everything he said, and also him potentially not remembering, I don't fucking know. But, like, some key things to also note down is Tommy was also delaying business as they were about to go do
Yeah,
a order for a lot of money from our business, and that kept getting delayed because of Tommy, and that's why it was escalating for people to tell him to leave, and he wasn't leaving.
Yeah, for the most part, now that I've heard Tommy, although given most of it was actually Marcus being Marcus, hearing it from Jax, hearing it from Tommy, I'd say like 80-90% of it lines up, except that one thing I said where Tommy apparently made a threat towards the club, and that he told Jake something different than he's been telling every other member. Those are the only two things
Okay.
that don't really line up.
You're on the, you know what?
So-
I'm on the same page as you. So if you find that shit out, and then I feel good.
Yeah,
That's fucked
just
up,
need to
man.
talk to Jake. And
Has anyone even talked to Larry
know
about this yet?
Well, Tommy's even said his issue isn't with Larry. I think those two are okay, but he wants to, I think, try and talk to Larry, even though Jax is the more important one. He's also going to talk with Britt tomorrow. He emailed her and she'll be around. But Larry is going to get fined and he is going to get talked to. Jax has confirmed that multiple times because Jax even agreed that in the beginning, the only person at fault was Larry, and he was going to get punished for it. It's just Tommy kept escalating it. And also, when we started this conversation, you said you heard from other members that it sounded like Tommy had just kind of tossed the cut down or whatever.
Yeah, it was whenever I,
I think the
first came around.
misconception there was that when he was leaving and he didn't hear or was ignoring Jake, he walked, I guess, away from the compound and got on a sports bike and left. So they couldn't hear what Jake was saying or anything, or whatever arguments were happening or the fight. So all they saw was what looked like him throwing the cutaway and leaving on a sports bike.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
The only other part that doesn't add up to me is because he said he didn't hear what Jake what Jake was saying, but in part of listening to Jax, it sounded like Tommy acknowledged that he did hear Jake, but just didn't say anything.
Yep. That's weird.
So-
I mean, he didn't talk to anything about it. I'll tell you what I told Anna. It's like, when I talked to him about what happened at that moment, he said that all he remembers is getting thrown in the trash can, the paramedics or whatever coming, and then him getting on his bike and going for a ride. That's all he remembers. So, and then I think he supposedly got treated, like maybe Marcus jogged his memory today.
Yeah, on some part. I don't remember what part. It was kind of weird because Tommy was suddenly extremely confident on something that he felt like he needed to clear up for his side.
Yeah, it's just the biggest thing to me that really doesn't add up is that part. That I think he does remember, based on what Jax was saying and based on the people that could have heard what Tommy said around him. And that part I don't necessarily like, if that's the case, if he does remember Jake trying to hand his cut, and he was just so mad that he just didn't feel like saying anything and drove off, and now he's trying to use that as saying that he didn't hear him. I don't like that portion at all.
I don't know, man. Like, for me, the only problem I got is if he threw the fucking cut down, like, on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole not asking or not answering Jake. Sometimes when I get pissed, I don't fucking talk to anyone. I tune everybody out.
Well,
And
his only goal was to give the cut back.
sure, but like when you're in that mode, you can't think like you're not. And this might not help his
I
case
don't-
any, but like you're not thinking clearly, so you're not listening.
I don't disagree
I
with you,
agree,
but
and
my
I've
more
been
part
there, but
is
I live and breathe
lying.
the club. That comes above everything.
Mhm.
And
My other
yeah,
part
it would
is
be
lying.
if he did.
Like, if that's the case, he's trying to make it look less bad by saying he doesn't remember if he does remember.
Yeah, and I just texted Jake. He said he's coming back to the compound shortly, so. Because I think that'll be kind of the determining factor on if Tommy was lying or not.
I never am confident in what I remember. What, 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
You smoke a lot of weed, Shane.
Look, that is not. It's not a fault of
probably
mine.
has- Wait, it's not a fault, but I'm saying it probably contributes to that a little
Your
bit.
mom's house.
Maybe.
Can you kill it?
Nah.
We got the whole gang
Depends
here.
on
Jack's
the
on radio
lead,
now.
though.
What's that?
Jax is available. You probably want to catch him
Think
soon
later,
because I know
something
he usually goes to bed within an hour or
Alright, give me
two.
a
Phil.
second. I
Yeah, we should probably head to the
Yeah,
compound if you
straight
want to talk to
here.
people.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Jake.
Hey, Jax,
What's up?
you didn't happen to find my underwear on your couch, did you? I'm missing them.
Then you better not have left.
Did you need a ride?
Can you give me a ride?
Well, I'll
No.
come, if you want to start walking, I'll grab my two-seater and come back.
All right.
Hey, I'll take you to compound.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I'll take you.
Maddie,
Let's go.
Connor's gonna take me.
Okay, that works. I forgot he.
Hey, is everything okay, guys?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good,
it's
man.
Fine.
Yeah, everything's good. I'm just.
Everybody rushing off.
No, I gotta go talk to Jax and shit.
Okay, all right. Catch you later. I'll probably be back shortly.
Yep, yep. I don't know. I sat on fucking your guys' porch last night for like almost an hour. I don't want to do it again.
Well, that's not my house.
Oh, that's right. You don't fucking live. What, dude? Have I introduced you to Death Star? It's fucking amazing.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, no, I live on the other
That's
side
right,
of
I'm
the
an
park.
idiot.
I wouldn't say
Coming
your
off
name,
of
but
this
hey,
hydrocono, man.
I'm glad that you're not in a wheelchair anymore, man. You're
Yeah.
on your 2 feet again, bro.
So yesterday I had a little bit of a limp just because, but get this. It's amazing what you can get when you get physical therapy. And I
Oh,
had to
yeah.
go to an out of state to get it. But that's, came back. I'll get off to let you do that.
I got it.
Oh, I got you. I brought you guys something.
Oh, lovely. Can't wait. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Hold on.
Shane, I brought you something.
Hold on. I brought you some, Larry. Oh, there it is. Oh.
What's up?
This is everyday life, Renegade. This is everyday life.
Shane, are you gonna get in that circle?
What? Oh. Sorry, I was just admiring the compound.
Yeah. So
Wow. Whoa.
Jesus.
Look, I'm sorry. Now that we got that out of the way, where are we at?
So
That's why I interrupted you so we could be
God
there.
of my 2 hangups, the only one that I can really
Nice.
follow up on anymore is that apparently Tommy told you, Jake, that he was aware of you chasing him down to give back his cut,
Gotcha.
but he's been telling every other club member that he had no idea you were following him or really existed.
He
Like
so
just-
he told
like
me he
details.
didn't even
No.
realize I was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I know
kind
what
of.
you
And I
mean. 'Cause,
believe
like,
him because
I
he
wish we
didn't
had more
break his
wallpapers.
stride. He didn't
I
acknowledge
thought we were
me.
gonna
He
get
didn't
more
turn at me.
wallpapers.
He didn't say anything. He just
But
kind of got on his bike and
we
left.
need
But I didn't go
wallpaper.
all the way into the garage with him. I tried to talk to
Yeah,
him
'cause-
crossing the street and
Can you
stopped
tell her
before
to
we
stop
got to the
being so
garage.
Okay.
Okay, because apparently at some point, somewhere along the line, he apparently told you or somebody else that he was aware of you,
Aw.
but he didn't want to talk.
Oh well,
If
that's
that's
news
the
to me.
case-
He
What's up,
literally
dude?
did not tell me that when I just spoke.
Ooh, I'm excited then.
If that's the case, that's a whole different fucking.
Yeah,
egg to
c-
crack.
No,
yeah.
Are you getting it mixed up with me saying that how he responded
You were.
to Jax?
It's just even things that happened in the conversation before you or Shane were there,
Okay,
Maddie.
good.
Like
Okay.
there was
could
so
probably-
much weird
Actually, maybe like by next
manipulator,
week we could,
blamey, inner
during like
circle.
spirits and sparkles, we could check it out
I was flashing
since we're all
back
gonna be
to
there.
Hell time when I was cabinet.
Mm. No, it
I'm
was
pretty
a
much
fucking
on
mess.
the fence either way. Yeah,
So-
it sounds like a mess.
You weren't there when this all went down, right?
I wasn't at either situation.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I was only at the one where Larry and Tommy fought. And when Larry and Tommy
Yep.
fought, it was because people were making comments because Larry and Roz said they were going to bed at the same time. So Jax made a
And
sex
you
joke.
probably need to find something to
Tommy made
actually
a
stay.
joke that was like,
That's the hard
"Hey, be
part.
sure, Roz, be sure to ask Larry for some RAM or something like that." Like that's the words that he said. So Larry and Roz both chased Tommy down, and they got their licks in. It was over, and then Tommy was standing up at the wall, and Larry came and fucking hit him, and then Tommy was like,
Gotcha.
"That's all you got," and fought him back. Tommy lost that fight, and Larry proceeded to pick Tommy up and put him in a
Yeah.
fucking trash can. To which point I said, "That's fucking bullshit," and I took Tommy's cut off of him because EMS were on their way to treat him, and he was
Yeah.
unconscious. Now, in hindsight, I say I should have fucking taken him out of the trash can, and we could have avoided this whole fucking situation. But Larry wanted to, it was a shit joke, but it was still a joke in the context of it because Larry took a photo and
Especially
wrote in
with
Sharpie of him in
clothing.
the trash can. He wrote on it in Sharpie, said Tommy's fighting
I
career.
wonder if there's. I've been there.
So, he wasn't
like,
making a joke about him being a
I think
member.
it's still. There's like no lights in there.
You guys talk slower.
Okay, you need to go and see it in a minute then.
Can you guys
Yeah.
talk
Schmuck
lower?
is basically finished. All I have to do is
Can you guys
Larry's little
talk
office
lower?
space, and that's it.
No.
Can you guys
Yes,
talk
we
lower?
can.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
he
he's
still put
told
a patch member
everybody
in
else.
cut.
God, I hate doing that.
Yeah. He
I feel so
He
bad.
put a fucking patch member in the trash can with a cut on. Which is just too disrespectful to just fucking overlook and brush aside. But after that situation happened, EMS showed up, they treated Tommy. Tommy came to consciousness while Larry was taking photos of him in the trash. I had Tommy's cut, I had taken it. Tommy was unconscious when I took it. So when I tried to give it back to him, he was walking, he didn't even come back in the compound, he just started walking down the street. So I saw him leaving and said, "Hey Tommy, you want your cut?" And then he didn't say anything. So about 4 or 5 seconds later, I said, "Hey Tommy, do you want your cut? I have it." And he didn't say anything again. He didn't turn at me, he didn't look at me, he didn't acknowledge me in any sort of way, he didn't even stop walking. He just continued across the street. So I said, "You know what? He's pissed. I'm gonna go hang it up in the clubhouse." And then he texted me, or I texted him because he didn't answer me. So I texted him like 15 minutes later. I said, "I'll hang your cut up in the bunkhouse." And he texted me back about 15 minutes later, said, "I'm leaving town for a little while." Or, "I'm leaving town for a while." And I said, "All right, dude, you need anything, let me know." Figuring that he'd come back for his cut. But he didn't come back to get his cut. And then I told Travis what happened, and I was like, "Well, you just had a tail gunner walk off and say he was leaving town for a little while, and I'm holding his cut." So I don't know.
Man. I
what
feel
the
like
fuck's going through his head, or if he's coming back to grab this before.
I
he
feel
leaves
like a
town.
lot of these people would do the exact same shit.
And he didn't tell anybody, as far as I'm aware, member wise, about that. He said he was thinking of going away to cool off.
Nope, he said, "I'm leaving town for a while," and that's what I told Travis and what I told Jax. I told them both about that text message because it's a
He
very,
didn't
very
tell
big
any
key.
members.
Yeah,
and
that's a pretty big key.
his side, he hasn't told a single member that he was thinking of doing that or any context to it.
Nope. But yeah, no, I texted him, "I'll hang your cut up in the bunkhouse," and he said, "I'm leaving town for a while," and I said, "All right, dude, you need anything, let me know," and that was it.
I don't know. I'm in a weird place with a couple little things. I don't feel like I lean on either side, which is where I usually am with most stuff, but some things just really don't sit well. I know he loves the club a lot, but at the same time, it just kind of feels like he's fed up and done.
Yeah, and he's
And he hasn't used his chaplains in months, from my understanding.
He's
or
just
tried to get a
bottling it up.
therapist or anything.
He hadn't seen anything, and that's what he told me. Is like he was so angry he was like disassociated, and I was like, yes, Tommy, I understand
That's
that,
not
but
healthy.
you got to understand how it looks outside looking in, and how your actions kind of dictated where things went, and all this shit. And I was like, you can't just say that and not accept the fault. Like, you are the one who is responsible for your actions. You did what you did. No one else did it for you. How you responded to a situation.
To a few things, but not all of it.
I told him straight up. I was like, Tommy, not once when you were talking to me about this whole situation, how it went down, did it even seem like you thought you were at fault? And he's like,
yeah,
you're right. You're right. It's my fault.
He owned up to a few things, but often he would add right on after that Jax is a lot like him, and Jax is at fault in many ways. And I do agree that hot-headed is not good, but even from Tommy's side of things, it sounds like he started everything every step of the way. So although, yeah, Jax could be at fault for being overly angry and pulling weapons and all that, Tommy started it.
I won't even lie to you. If I tell someone to leave 5-6 times and they don't fucking leave, I don't blame Jax for doing what he did.
Hold on. But he might have done that because he wanted to show how much he wanted to be here.
Well, apparently Tommy also was begging for Jax to just kill him.
Yeah.
Like, trying to egg him on to make him hurt him.
If you're gonna fucking stab me, do it.
Well, okay, yeah, he did say that. But that's hard-headedness.
Right.
The other thing to consider, he was fucking with club business too.
Oh, that I don't think that
Tommy
applies.
Admitted in a conversation with us, though, that he said something, whether it's unclear if he meant the threat against the club or the theoretical threat against Larry that Jax mistook as a threat. He said that one of those things, he did it on purpose to get Jax to listen, and that is not that does not sit well with me. You don't make a threat against the president or the club to make somebody to listen to you. What?
Look how well that went. The thing about it too is he told me, he's like, and Jax, he's like, the thing that kind of set me off, that fucking got me like in a blind rage again, was Jax turned his back to me and walked away without even giving me the courtesy of talking about my side of things.
Doing that.
Oh, that's what happened.
I told him, I said,
Yeah,
well,
Shane
here's the
was
thing. I was like, I don't know what Jax was doing in that moment, but Jax has been dealing with a lot of club business lately. He's also got stuff going on between him, Shane, and Connor, and then he's got something going on.
I can tell you exactly what he did after this all happened.
Oh, I know what he did. I talked to Jax. I know what went down, and that's
Shane
just
was
it.
there
Tommy had
too.
no fucking clue.
But
Tommy had no idea
did
what was
Jax
going
actually
on.
tell him that he was holding up
No.
club business?
No, it's probably going to be in the conversation that's being had with Larry, Jax, Tommy, and Cameron right now. Because that's where they all just went, was to go talk to Tommy. So I'm really
glad we got out of there when we did, Connor.
Same. I don't want to be there for that.
Why is my house being used as neutral ground?
Because he still calls it his house.
Because he lives there, doesn't he?
Doesn't he have like a couch or something?
He has a room.
He has a room.
Well, even better. Is Jax club president now? No.
I do feel like he should be probably having it like
No,
in his
Larry's
room, though, not
the
out
club
in the open,
president.
'cause we
Jax
have
is
very nosy
VP.
neighbors on the other side of that house.
True.
House of Cards is extremely nosy.
I hate that I live next to him.
Every time I try to go in to like go to bed or make a meal, I get stopped by one of them. And they want to know everything that's happening in Mirror Park.
Wait, who was there?
House of Cards, Antonio Aries, his wife, and Anthony something.
Tommy is in trouble with the club because he said some things and got rid of his cut, and it's a confusing time right now. By the way, welcome to the channel. Thank you for following. But like that's what's going on right now, and
Way before my time.
club drama.
Okay.
That's why I'm glad that me and you just live next to Jason Tanner's. He
We
doesn't
live
fucking
between
bother us.
PP and Indigo and Jason Tanner's. Like, there you go.
Yeah, they don't even talk to us half the time.
And I
Why
have
don't you
Bar
please stay
Ripley
in
right
mine?
behind my house.
I usually don't even stay in the Mayor Park house. I'm usually at my Polito house.
Oh yeah.
I guess we'll see what happens with the conversation that's happening now if it doesn't end up at church. But right now I'm just on the fence leaning. Some things feel a little weird. And I hate that.
I'll fully admit, I don't want to see Tommy out of this club, but he's going to be facing a fine that may or may not be pretty harsh if he's allowed to keep his cut, and he won't be a tail gunner anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's losing tail gunner for sure.
That's not good because half of us can't ever show up.
Well, we'll
Maddie
find
shows
some-
up and leads the rides half of the time.
The other thing is that we have other people that are starting to show interest towards it too. It can be replaced, although
Yeah, I mean,
Tommy
And
does have a lot
Connor
of
tend to
experience.
take on volunteer tail gunning.
We'll be okay.
There'll be plenty of people who volunteer to fill in when they're not all there.
Yeah. Happy to go back to my old roots every now and then.
Same. Not my old roots, but I fill in.
Plus, we'll have prospects
Yeah.
after this church too.
True.
I'm not sure who's
Facts.
taking on Carson, but Phoebe and I plan to take on Bruce.
I'm planning to take on
Considering I'm
Carson.
one of the few people who has issues in regard to Carson, I want to. I just don't have the time, and I hate that I don't have the time.
I was talking. You plan to, Connor?
Yeah.
All right, I'll co-sponsor with you. I was talking to JJ about it, and I was thinking about co-sponsoring Carson just because I wasn't sure anyone else had interest in it, but I don't want him on my
If
own.
you guys are going to, can I send you what I sent Roz? Because I don't think I'm going to make church again, so that you understand my concerns with Carson.
Sure.
Because I don't think
Yeah.
she's going to read it at
I
church.
think you've told me a little bit.
Yeah, but I want it written down.
Yeah, you want
I
it in
guess.
black and white. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot me an email, and I'll print it off and
Yeah.
read it if no one wants to read it.
I know Roz would when there's an actual vote, assuming things aren't already heated and if she's there, but
We got to figure out when church is this week because
That's true.
Spirits and
It's probably
Sparkles is
gonna
on
be
Saturday.
Saturday. I
So
imagine
that's-
Saturday.
We also got to figure out when
What
Catholic
up,
meeting's
Clay?
gonna be because
Probably Friday.
we have business Friday night.
Wait, oh
True.
shit, we do. Well, but usually
True.
they'll just do it early in the day, most likely.
Yeah, they might just do it before.
Fair enough.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just make sure you probably, maybe email Roz at least your intentions, because I mean, there seems to be a
Please
lot of
email
want
her
to.
because if it's not in the notes, other people just suddenly take over and people don't listen at the table recently. It's frustrating.
So I
Yeah,
should
you're
email,
gonna have people
email
trying-
Roz and tell her my intentions.
Yes.
Is
yes.
it more than just you, Connor? Is there anyone else interested? Because I will happily back off and let someone else co-sponsor if necessary.
I'm not exactly sure.
I think I was the only other one because Carson's not as social, so people don't
I
know
just
him
feel
very
like
well.
I feel like I'm a little too close to Bruce to sponsor him. So
Yeah, unless Jax, unless you think it's ugly, then I can take it down.
So that's why
I pushed too many buttons there.
myself alone.
Yeah,
But
and
I
that's
also
why
I don't know him entirely well. I just know him on a business aspect, but I want to get to know him more personally.
I was just
so that's why
leaving it up just to
co-sponsor was a good idea.
let you guys know that I wasn't just
And I'll
sitting
do
here
the
doing nothing, but I
TLDR
was listening.
clarification for my issue is that he puts his wife on a goddess pedestal and will do anything for her and disregard anything else, and she's tried to get Larry killed, and she's a known snitch, and she has family on the lost.
We actually did talk about that.
At the table?
I believe it was.
Oh
brought up
yeah,
at church
we might
when
have
were
we
talking
actually
about
might
it
have a
this past
command if
Sunday.
that ever happens, and it should be taken
that-
off.
something about during the Lost War.
No, I was just making funny of myself.
She
Was
intentionally took a selfie of Larry's location because she has family in the lost, and the
It's kinda
lost
fun.
immediately
Pop
jumped
up over
on it
here.
because she let them know in some way.
someone said that she was giving
Pop
them
up over there.
information on what the Lost were doing the whole time as well. Someone in the
So-
club.
The best way.
That's even worse. Why would you
the
play
best
both
way-
sides?
Yes, the best way that Travis explained to me is that she was in a way playing both sides, but she was feeling forced and pressured by the loss, and they were trying to push her quite a bit, but she was giving Travis a lot of information weekly. I would say it's probably best if you have the time before church, maybe talk to Travis, but I know there's not a lot of time before that, so.
I already know how Travis is gonna be about it, though. They made a drink for those two.
I know.
And then
And I don't think it's going to change my mind, because even at emo prom, both of them were giggling and proud about being insincere and cheating and going against camaraderie with the votes for emo proming king and queen. And Carson was a part of that chuckling.
He also brought that up and said it doesn't matter because Jax and Macy were cheating too.
They weren't cheating.
No, they were, in a way.
How?
They weren't denying other people to vote multiple times as well, but I mean, I will say it was probably a bit different because I could maybe see Carson
and Delilah had 2 to 3 times more votes than there were even tickets purchased.
I know, but Jax and Marcy also had quite a bit more votes than they probably should have had too. But I will say I don't think it was even probably zero fault on Macy. I mean, I could see her not caring less nor being involved in that.
I don't think Jax or Macy encouraged it, though.
He didn't encourage it, but he was being a little. he was being a little bit of a daredevil about it in some ways. He wasn't pushing it; other people were around him.
Yeah, but he was at least doing it to ticket holders and club members and friends. He wasn't doing it to people who never bought tickets, who weren't even there or out of their house.
I'm just stating that is.
I know Jax is
Travis's
at fault
opinion.
if he did that, but the comparison of how at fault and how insincere it is to me just doesn't sit right.
I know. I'm just telling you what Travis said.
All right,
I actually don't mind Carson as a person. It's just with how much I've seen him on Yeeter over the last however many months, 8 months or whatever, I don't trust that he won't choose Lila first, or that if he's in the club and Delilah indirectly represents the club, even if she's not an old lady, that she won't bring us trouble.
True.
And I hate that for him. Because he seems like a genuinely nice guy.
I mean, I can even fucking talk to him straight up about that because I lived that. So
that's what I mean. That's what it reminds me of at Specs. Not as corrupt politician level, but I worry. Not about him, but about her. And I know she's not the one who would be voted in, but once you're tied at the hip like that,
they're getting married, so it's like,
yeah, what you do.
She's gonna end up with an old lady patch if he gets patched in.
Not necessarily. I mean, my partners are not old ladies or old dudes, but they still represent the club, and they respect that indirectly. They do their damnedest to make sure what they do doesn't come back to the club. We keep it separate for a reason.
But I think she would try to end up with the old lady patch with how much she is around.
That scares me because the loss is going to pressure her and cause issues. Unless the club is willing to potentially deal with that. I don't know. I like him from the very little I've seen and spoken to him. The kind of things she's done in recent times and in the past just does not sit well with me. She fucking broke patient-client confidentiality when she was a psychologist or therapist or whatever. That's just... it hurts. She did it to get somebody hurt or killed. I don't know. I'll probably change my vote on him to yes, but I am always going to be cautious when she's around, even if she is an official old lady.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know.
You ever
Is
try
that a
that,
picture you
Jake?
took, Shane?
Hmm?
Is that a picture you took, Shane?
Nah, it's a picture I found.
Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck's up with your fingers?
They're green almost.
Oh shit! I thought those were gloves.
I thought those were gloves.
No.
Oh,
No.
No, those
One of my
Leathery
boys
from the
back home
smoke.
shows. I was like, yeah, that's how I used to do it around mom's.
Yep, that's how I. I did something very
It works.
similar.
It works like at concerts too. That shit fucking it works. Oh wait.
I love your just random weed photos you post.
Always on my mind.
So have you gotten back on a bike yet, Shane?
I rode on the back of Jax's and it started to make my back hurt.
Okay.
Oh, congrats on getting out of the wheelchair, man, by the way.
Oh yeah, I gotta actually take that
Yeah.
piece of shit back to them. Thanks for reminding me. But yeah, I got out because I did some physical therapy over the weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
They couldn't get me in here, so I did it whenever I was back visiting the brother.
Yeah, it's hard to schedule stuff here, but I think there's too few doctors for how big the population is.
Good old Shane. Good old Shane. Oh. I wonder how different are my two characters, just between Shane and Nate. How different? I think I'll do a pretty good job of having space.
What a day. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, more like what a week. Like fucking hell.
Yeah, it's only half over.
What a month this week has been.
It feels more like a fucking year, my man.
Yeah, what a year. Gosh.
Damn, man. Gotta get that burner, dog. Gotta get that burner, dog. Gotta get that burner. Didn't I send you a message? 22? Mother... Answer my text. Was it 6890, right? 6890? 6890. Motherfucker. Burner seller. I hate this phone. Burner seller. Oh shit, it's two different ones. Alright, new. Burner seller 2. And boop.
I got to see my girlfriend today. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Is she planning to be back around a little bit more now?
Yeah, so she's been getting treated out of state for some sicknesses that she's been dealing with. So, but she finally moved back to the state and is not 100% yet, but back on the mend. So,
well, I'm glad.
Hey,
Yeah.
me too today.
Hey, Jax, can we try something real quick? Or Escape, or Sam. We got coverage today. God, you guys are amazing. Can you try the scene command to see if it resets me? Like if I do leave this on and for some reason we should take it off? Oh yeah. The power is yours. There you go. Sweet. Sweet. It'll pretty much work for everything except like be right back and intermission and stuff. Yeah, you can hide me anytime. Like if you know, like I'm saying, like if the RP gets like really good and I need to get my face out of the way, or if I forget it, or you know, like I don't know. You can't turn it back on. I'm not gonna give you that much power. Come on. Turn my stuff back on. Come on. I mean, I can even do it. Look, Ma, no hands. Janks, you around?
Yeah, I'm busy.
Hi, Busy. I'm looking for Jax. Hey, Connor, did you want to go?
Jack's talking
Yeah, I
to
can
Tommy
go
with
with
Larry
you.
and Cameron right now.
I figured.
Where are we going?
We gotta go fucking buy some shit.
Okay, yeah, I'll come with you.
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
Who's driving?
Do you feel comfortable with driving?
I can drive a car now.
Okay. I mean, if you don't, I can drive. I just figured since you haven't been able to do a bunch of things, I might as well offer to let you do the things you couldn't do before.
I don't mind you driving. That way, then I can communicate to this fuck. This is the
Okay.
engine I've been listening to the whole time.
Yeah, this Humvee or whatever.
Hey, chat.
Should probably drive one of your cars though.
Why is that?
I mean, all I have is like my classic cars.
That's true. Okay. Yep. Let's take the Tampa.
Okay. I don't really have just like a, an everyday drive car anymore. I need to pick one up.
I can.
I'm trying to pick up a fucking car truck, but ain't no one selling them.
Buy Jax.
I don't think Jack's gonna sell me his truck.
For real? Nobody's selling them? I thought I always sold them. Did you check the only ads?
Yeah, I found one person selling it, but they sold it before I could get to him. Like someone else got to him first.
Oh,
So yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah.
I'll keep my eye out.
Yeah, I'm looking for a car. I could just go to the dealership and get one, but I'm trying to find that good deal.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Plus, you know what? You're gonna get a good deal because they already fucking uploaded it or upgraded it.
Uploaded it.
Yep, I got computers on my brain. Let's see here. I'll let Connor drive it. I trust Connor's driving.
You want to toss me the keys?
Oh yeah, that would work.
I mean, I know they're in the ignition, but it's just
No.
you know how it is.
You know, let's first go to Pillbox and take this the damn wheelchair, and then we gotta go meet this dude. I gotta go get some money out of the bank.
All right, so pillbox, then the bank.
Let's go to the bank first, then Pillbox, because they're easier
All right.
that way, right?
Cool. I do have to say, I do like this Tampa a lot, though.
You goddamn right you do. It gives you that feeling when you sit in it. I haven't been able to feel that feeling before. It was almost the same when I sat in the Mesa. We all had fun learning how to wheelchair accessible everywhere on the server. Yeah, we did. Collect my paycheck. Get paid, mother. All right, let's do this. What up, Paris? How are you doing, man? You're right. I won't ever tell you what to do. Let's see here. You know what? This is huge. I think I scored. I'm a winner right there. Let's see here. Shane has. Let's get into the G funds. Withdraw. Oh shit. We're gonna have to do. You said 11,000, right? No. He said 1,100. No, he said 11,000. Well, we're going into debt. You know what? Let's go get a envelope to put this shit in. That's a lot of money.
You said car?
Yo, what?
It's like that. It's like car from Ghostbusters.
It does. It's just like a big ass banana.
Where you get those at the hardware store?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's right. Let's see where this guy wants to fucking meet today. Parking lot above Legion ammunition, like 5 minutes. We can do that, right?
Yeah, we should.
God damn, that car is
sexy. That way we get there on time.
What?
I said we could hit a pillbox after, that way we get there on time.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. You never know. I might need.
You never know how long they're gonna fucking take with getting that wheelchair back.
That's true. Smart man.
I try.
All right. The fuck were we looking for? Envelope. Give me that. Give me that. We're gonna add cash, and we're gonna add 11,000 doll hairs. It only takes 10. God damn mother. All right, looks like I'm it only got I got too much cash, Connor. It won't fit all in there. Suitcase it is. What's
maybe, let's say maybe you need to get a suitcase or a briefcase.
Briefcase would be better, right? Let's do that. God damn.
What would you do without me, Shane?
I don't know, man.
You smoke a bunch today already?
Nah, brother, that edible just fucking hit hard.
Yeah.
Add cash. 11. God, fingers work. All right, that works. What is it?
All right, you ready?
I don't know. You tell me. What's it look like?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome back, Unforgiven. An envelope that holds 10,000, not $10, bro. What do you? That is what 10,000 looks like in half dollars. That's exactly what it looks like.
said parking garage above the ammunition heap, right?
Legion above the ammunition.
Okay. So, right here.
Always in corners. What's up, man?
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad.
This is about 11,000, I believe. $850.
One of them has a code on it already. It should be 6518. But you can change that in the settings.
You said 6518?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect.
All right. Do these have any like history to them that I need to be like know about?
Nope, completely fresh, brand new. I picked them up a couple of days ago. Like fresh, brand new from the manufacturer.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
Pleasure doing business.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Connor.
Here you go. Jimmy, you picked up some phones.
Yeah.
Alright, to pillbox.
To go box.
Yeah, we're getting food. Isn't that what we're doing?
Yeah, we can get food, but then pillbox.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
I got you. I got you now, dude. You fucking with me. You fucking with me.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you because you're high.
Yo, Shane just bought burner phones. So burner phones you can use on the black market. They have access to all these things, and it's all like more secret and stuff. And I needed 2 more, so I got them. Spent $11,000 and $5,500 each. This guy had some in stock, so we kind of sucked them up real quick. So yeah.
I'm going to bed unless anyone needs me immediately.
I need you all the time, but not right now.
Good night.
Good night, Jake.
Good night, Jake. Good night.
Hey, we found the car.
That one
Or
might
is
be a
this-
different one.
Is this a different?
I think it's a different one.
Who let their kids color all over this car?
Yeah, this car's fucked.
Holy shit. No, never mind. It's not coloring. This thing like went through an apocalypse and back.
Look at this.
It's gonna be what the fuck?
Look at this blower.
What the fuck is this?
That's fucking amazing.
This is.
I fucking love it.
Dude, it's like this is like an old school like paramedic vehicle.
This thing's fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let's give him this fucking
Okay.
wheelchair.
There's a doctor in there, it looks like.
With somebody right now. Oh my god! I swear. All right, I'm just gonna go.
What? You scared him away.
What did I do?
I think you upset them. by hitting the bell.
Hey, Jay. All right.
I don't know, man.
Just want to turn in my goddamn wheelchair. Yo, Kilo! What's going on, brother?
Hatchet to the face is kind of overboard.
It's only this way, though, isn't it? It's only this way. Hold on, I got this. You ready? Here we go. Ready?
Okay, I'll let you be.
This is crazy. Yo, what's up, everybody? Kilo, thanks so much for raiding, dude. How was your stream, buddy? Welcome, Big D. Welcome, Big D.
Hello.
What do we have here? Let's put on
Shane,
some.
there's your doctor.
Oh, what's up, dude? I just need to turn in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. I'll come over there and grab it.
7. Boom. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Do I need to sign anything or?
No.
We're good?
Should be good.
Hell
Yep,
yeah.
Should be all right.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
From there. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Whew. That feels good, man.
There you go. No more wheelchair.
Oh, look, it's snowing.
Oh yeah, it
Look,
is.
it's... Catch it on your tongue. Come on, catch it on your tongue. Chat, somebody do a roll. Oh God. Oh God, dude. Oh, what the?
Oh, we gotta
I
go
got
back
one
to
in my
Clubhouse
eyeball.
now. Go back
That
to
shit
Clubhouse.
stings, man. Who rolled that? Who rolled that?
You gotta get your car out, man.
Oh shit. Okay. Did you park in the handicap?
Yeah, I parked the handicap
Good deal.
for you. I had the valet guy parked for you.
There she is, baby. Do you have keys? Nice.
Yeah, I still have the keys.
Jax is Jax is with the 5. Oh, that shit was fun. Thank you. Thank you for that. Forsaken almost had it. So did Paris. What's that?
I said back to the compound.
Holy crap! Did we do all my errands?
I mean, as far as I know, yeah, we went to the bank.
You're the
got-
best
got
friend
your
ever.
Phones.
You want to get some food?
What do you want to get?
Yo, let's go. Is that noodle place open again?
I don't know.
Hold on. I need to update this to do so my sober self will understand what my high self did.
The noodle place is not open.
That's good enough. Oh shit. Okay, so you got a different recommendation?
I mean, the only food place really open is Ari's or Corner Donuts, or you can go to Craft Bar.
You know what? Ari's has been open a lot lately. Let's go over there.
All right.
Oh, you sound like are you disappointed?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying I've been seeing them like they busting ass, you know?
Out of the options that were there, this is my choice.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, Corner Donuts is a Mirror Park business, but I don't really want donuts. I'd rather get like something with some protein.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too. Dude, it's like quiet out here.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It's real quiet, especially for being around Legion.
It's 6 a.m. Why is people like not walking the streets and shit? It's the damn snow. They're scared of it.
Yeah, people are scared of cold, man.
A little headache there, chat. Don't worry about that.
I got arrested right here earlier today.
Today? What were you doing?
Yep, right here.
Oh, did you, by the way, see my, I tagged you on that spreadsheet?
Yes. I saw the spreadsheet.
Did you update the inventory?
Did I update
On
the inventory?
On the first page? It looked like you took some out, right?
No.
I thought I saw you took 20 out.
No. No, I don't think I did, at least.
What the
Maybe
fuck?
Jax did?
It said Connor.
It said I took 20 out?
Hold on. I'll let you guys see the
I was
shit.
about to say, I don't remember. Maybe I was just really fucking high.
So all right, I have no. Oh shit!
Fuck.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't take the fucking shit out, God.
You sure? No, I'm just kidding. I read it wrong. My bad.
Fuck.
I know what that is. Never mind. Wait, we're getting food here. God damn it. You okay? I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. For real? You're just gonna ignore me?
No, sorry, I'm picking up my glasses, man.
God damn. I thought I would like really hurt your feelings for a minute.
No, I was trying to get my glasses. I need those to see.
You ever think about getting surgery?
I mean, I thought about it. Or
Is it
like
worth it?
contacts or something, but
Oh yeah, contacts.
I don't know. I like wearing my glasses. Kind of just become a staple of my, my look.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. That's like, hell, there's some people that wear glasses they don't even have like lenses in them.
True.
So at least you're cooler than them. I'll let you go, buddy.
Okay.
Holy smokes,
And
look at
then
the
was like,
meats.
oh, I thought I bought the car. It's like, no, dude, you asked me for a test drive and you've just paid 5K or God knows what on a test car for upgrades.
Hello, welcome to Aries.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you guys?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Connor.
You need me to pay for you?
I can't. Yeah, I forgot my wallet.
Okay, it's fine. Order whatever you want.
We take card.
I don't think I can use mine.
But you can order whatever you want. It's on me.
Thank you. Can I get a watermelon? Smoothie?
Just the one?
Yeah. Unless, Connor, you want some? I'm gonna probably get food too.
Yeah, order what you want, and then I'll order.
I'll do some poutine. Oh my gosh, is that broccoli and cheddar soup and a turkey club?
Yes.
I'm down with that too. Let's do one of those.
Okay.
All right, and I will have I'll also have a watermelon. And then I will get one poutine, and I'll take the tomato soup and bacon grilled cheese.
Okay, so that'll be 1 tomato soup, 2 watermelons, 1 broccoli and cheddar soup, and then 2 poutines.
Sounds about right.
Okay, perfect. Everything is just there on the register for you.
Thanks, Connor. I don't even know if he hears me. I don't know if my mic gets picked up when I talk like that. Sit.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
I'm not gonna wave because then I'll get stuck waving. I have to stand out and then sit back down. It's all that weird shit. I think this is I think this is his new thing. Thanks, bro.
No problem. You know, I bought you dinner now, so does that mean?
Wait, I'm not putting out or anything. Don't even fucking go there. Dirty man.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing. I like their little advertisements are right there.
Oh, in front of us?
Put our delicious and moist meat in your mouth this holiday season.
I'm down with that. That's a good slogan. How much did it come to?
It's like $170.
Bro, I'm hurting right now.
Gave him a $100 tip, so.
Actually, hold up. I got 7,000. Oh, shit. I thought it was in the negative, man.
It's okay.
Alright, everything is on the table
Thank
there for you guys.
Alright, thank you. Appreciate it.
This looks amazing. Did you get poutine too?
Yeah, I did.
Hell yeah. Yeah, let me know how the watermelon is.
Well, you didn't get your cookie, bro.
Oh, shit. I'll get it later.
Okay.
Oh my god. This turkey club's hitting the spot, man.
Oh yeah, this bacon cream cheese is fucking bomb. Oh, did I tell you that Chase and Indy fucked with me the other night?
Chasing who?
Chase and Indy?
What did they do?
They made me believe that you were upset with me.
Mind placing
What?
an order?
Yeah.
Over what?
I woke up after the storm, right?
That was me at your house,
And
by the way, Jack.
they came over to me and they were like, you know, something along the lines of like, you know,
I was giving them a ride
who did you piss off? Like, what? Why did you say the things you said and stuff like that? They're being super cryptic about it, right? And I was like, I mean, the only person I hung out with tonight was Shane, but I was like, I feel like, you know, I didn't say anything negative to him. Like we ended on good terms or whatever. And they just kept going with it, and finally they told me they were just fucking with me, but they made me believe that I said something to you or like offended you somehow.
Those guys fuck around too much, man. Chase does that same shit.
Oh, he's done it to you too?
They do that whole they do that whole beat around the bush, trying to like sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just fuck with you,
100%.
and all three of them they do that shit, and they like all team up
Okay, so
against
the top
somebody.
one will be black.
Yes.
I've noticed that.
Oh, here, I have something for you.
What?
I want you to try this.
Yo, what is that? Oh my god. Hold on, the poutine's really fucking... I forgot how good the poutine is here.
It's some peppermint bark. I got it from the Holiday Shack.
Oh shit, this smells good.
Yeah. It's not super filling, but it's fucking delicious.
No, Shane, put that cookie back up, you son of a... Oh my god. God damn it. Peppermint bark, guys, is freaking good. Okay, here you are. think it's drink. No, there was 2 milkshakes, but it was like milkshake, and then there was another one that like was different. Smoothie good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Can someone do a roll? Let's see if we can. It's gonna be on
So where are you staying at? Who do you stay with these days? Or
Well,
do you stay at the clubhouse?
Last night I stayed at Jax's.
Okay.
But normally I've been staying at the clubhouse. But yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. For some reason, I thought you were staying at Larry's house. I don't know why.
Oh, Forsaken. Good roll. If you would have failed on that roll, we would have had a brain freeze. You saved Shane from a brain freeze. Yeah, the clubhouse has been kind of cool, man. I've been staying on that couch.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, the gas station is open for the first time in like 6 months.
They open on Wednesdays and then stand in a corner out of uniform and then complain when we get gas.
Well, I'm full. Are you?
Yeah. I'm pretty good.
All right. You ready to get going?
Yeah, let's do it.
Time to play a game of, is there actual drinkable drinks in the fridge?
That's my favorite game.
Mine too.
Can we do bets on it? I'm feeling gambly.
What a fucking shock our fridge is.
I guess he just wanted to ignore me. That's cool.
There is coffee. The Killer Cold Brew is non-alcoholic.
I'll tell you one thing, Connor.
What's up?
This car is not uglier than soggy underwater whenever you have split 4 ways. Why did I say underwater this time? It's damn good looking. That was too forced.
So back to the compound, or you got another errand you want to run?
I think I'm good now. Hey, Jax, are you around now?
Yes, Shane.
I botched it, guys. I fucking botched it.
Fucking level.
Come on, man. Lined it up, set it up, and I was about to freaking hit a home run, and I
You want
whiffed.
some free gas for your Tampa?
Are you gonna pay for my gas?
No, I get free gas all this month from
fuck
Jill's
yeah.
Pump and Dump.
Let's go get free gas. Oh, is it because you got blown up?
No, it's not because I got blown up.
Did you tell them that they have a faulty pump? Maybe you'll get another free month.
No, but we could definitely tell them about it. No, I won a gambling thing against them. So
Okay.
they owe me free gas all the month of December.
I'm Joe's Pump and Dump, the only full-service gas station in town. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You looking to get pumped?
Yeah, yep. I'm looking to get pumped. and
Yeah,
dumped.
pump me, baby. Let's
All
go.
right, let's do this.
It looks black. You go up here, it turns blue.
Yeah, it's sexy,
That's
isn't
nice.
Yeah.
You guys kind of look like guys that would want some free gas. I feel like, huh?
It does look like that.
So
read my
actually
mind.
about that, I've already won free gas here.
Motherfucker, I will put you back
You
in
won
the
free
wheelchair.
gas? When?
What?
Name on the radio.
You were talking on the radio.
Alright,
Dude, it's
we
so
could go.
loud out here.
Clayton was here.
look at that.
Back?
Hold on.
Clayton was here.
You gonna run it back?
She ever take
Run it back. I already got free gas. I don't need to run it back.
Apparently not.
I didn't. Why are you going so far away?
I don't know how far we need to go.
That's correct.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
All right, hold on. I almost got confused. Can you try to see if that's unlocked? I just bought these. I bought 2 of them. 11,000. I'll be hitting the Treasury Department in new business to get reimbursement.
It is not unlocked.
Okay, so you need to try 6518 and see if that works.
It did.
All right, so you can have that one. And I got another one. I was thinking about using it and trying to, you know, remember?
Well, I'm gonna give one to Arthur.
Yeah, that's fine. You want then I'll give you the other one.
No, I mean,
Because you
it's
said
fine.
you needed one.
Well, yeah, I needed one for Arthur.
Oh, okay.
I currently don't need one because I have everybody I do need on my current phone messaging me things that I don't want to have to go back around and give them all my number again.
Yeah.
It just sets us back.
So how do we go about the... Do you have time to talk about this?
I got a few minutes.
How do we go about fucking, like, now raising the price of how we're selling?
That's a good question.
Like, we throw up an ad right now. It's like selling any strand. I guess 500 minimum. And it would be 90 a bag.
That is the goal, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And we just, like, I guess we got to throw that fucking lure out there.
Yeah. I mean, just say that we're selling, and then this way people don't excommunicate us just from the get-go. Make them bite into it and explain, maybe, you know, this is why we're doing what we're doing.
Deal. You know what would be nice?
Good for the overall weed business. More
Yeah.
growers happy mean more weed overall.
We need to write some of those pitches down then, and put them in that spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And then we can copy them over. One day I want you to explain that in and out thing to me because I looked at it and I got fucking confused today.
Okay, hang on. Let me look at it, and I can give you my process.
Like, what are the line items? I was assuming that was like bags for quantity.
Yes. So in is how much we are receiving into us. Out is leaving us.
She's like an hour and 15 minutes left.
So this is just to keep track of numbers and things like that. So we spent $40,000 on 500 bags of AK, and me and you went 50 on it. That way, when we need to reimburse ourselves, we know who's getting reimbursed for which situation. And then out, I sold 200 Dark Star.
Did you put that in the log?
You gotta call it by the right name.
I don't see anything on this clipboard.
And I took the 2,200, but that's your shit that you paid for. So the note was I need to pay you that money because it came straight to me.
You know, like it's approved for today.
Okay.
You know, how am I
But
supposed to know?
technically, that was all from your shit, unless you don't give a fuck and it's just all going to the same pool.
I was figuring for a while it would just
Did I
keep
get a little
going
sneak
back
peek?
into the business.
Okay, because basically what my main goal is to start lowering the amount that we each spend towards the startup, right?
Yeah.
I think, what if we do this? Shane, we're sitting on a fuck ton of shit right now,
I
right?
know. I know. We might just need to start selling it ourselves, but I think it's a good idea to throw a lure out right now.
Throw a lure out. Then after Friday and all the events this weekend and all that shit, right? Because unfortunately we fucking picked a really fucking bad time to start up a weed empire. But
yeah, dude, I was a negative today.
worst comes to worse, we run it ourselves. It ain't that hard, right?
Nope.
We give each other an average that we need to fucking push every time we're around, or at least we'll figure out a system, right? And then we flip the bands, because the bands are where the money's going to be at total, right?
You're flipping them as in doing them ourselves, or just selling them off?
Selling them off.
Yeah, okay.
'Cause we'll still make money.
What do you feel about that, Cotter?
Yeah, I'm good with that. And
Okay.
The hangaround said that they're willing to buy any and all bands, basically.
For how much?
I told them 40 to 45 is what they're looking for.
Ooh, that's the going rate anyways on the market.
Yeah.
And we still make money on that.
Yes. Everybody makes money, a shit ton.
Yep.
But it's just balance.
Right. So maybe we do a little bit of our legwork, or maybe we hire some people to run that shit, where they run it and we'll give them some money for, like, say, fucking, I don't know, dirt cheap. Not dirt cheap, but like cheaper than what you would just buy the bags at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we turn around and we flip the bands, or we just fucking nut up and we fucking run it ourselves.
All right. Connor, do you think that maybe you can throw out the lure of selling for 90? But don't put any prices. Just say selling multiple strains.
Yeah, say selling multiple strains, sitting on, just say fucking over 2,000 bags. That'll get people to bite. We still have a ton of fucking Death Star. So if we can sell that Death Star, that's 153 grand. We get all of us back if we get rid of that Death Star. And then we can start working towards the other shit. 'Cause Death Star is gonna net us good money, and then that is what gives us that time to work our way up either with the other goal we have, which would be 90 bags, $90 a bag purchasing, or we just fucking push ourselves and we flip bands if that becomes easier. Because if we pay the growers will always pay for or grow for us. And then from there, we just put in the hard work, or we get people to help us. We pay them accordingly.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
And flip everything for bands, and we make money that way.
Good night, my president. Good night.
I think the hardest way to flip is going to be the 90, but if we put it out there, when people inquire about it, tell them the price, but explain why it is what it is, and explain our thought process of what we're trying to do. Just let them know overall it is better for the longevity of weed, and
for the love of weed, baby.
For the whole fucking thing, just going to a slew, and if they hit you with some fucking bullshit of I can just fucking grow at that rate, okay, then do it. You won't, because it's too boring for you, or it's too much work. But those people just say fuck off. Don't actually say fuck off. Just be like, all right,
fuck
well,
off.
if you need any, just let me know. That's my going rate.
Okay.
I'm down. The reason why I'm asking like one of you guys to do is because you guys are on your phones more than I am.
Yeah, it's all good.
And that's not a dig.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a group effort, right? Each person has their strength. I won't fucking know where to sell. You'll probably sell way better than I will, but I'll still give her a good old college try.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our different strengths and weaknesses that we bring to it.
I could reach out to the dude that was open to wanting to get 200 bags of Death Star just to get some cash back in.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the bands that we have, we need to try and flip right now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, hangarounds are looking to buy.
Well, I think we have 100 and something.
Of what?
We have 100 and something bands, right?
I'm not sure. Do we don't even track that in the sheet yet, do we?
We don't track it in the sheet, but I did take a picture. Hang on.
How much do you think we have? Or you say you have a picture? How much?
Of what?
Of our inventory. Give me a second.
Of Death Star?
I can sell the bands, the hangarounds, because I see them all the time.
I don't know how much how many bands we have. I know how many bags of shit we have though.
Uh, 121 rolls is what we're sitting on. So that would be
It's 4,840 if we sell 40 a piece.
Let's do 45 for the time being, and we'll let them know if they continue buying for longevity, then we can sell for less.
Okay, so 55, 45.
Yeah, we'll do 45.
Okay.
So
and those are in the
54,
office.
45. Yeah, those are in the office.
Okay. I will reach out to them and see if they're willing to buy them all. If they are, cool. I'll handle that deal for us. Wonderful.
And just so you guys are aware,
no,
have you been brought up to speed on everything, Connor?
The Tommy situation?
Yes.
I mean, everything up to the point I heard that you, Larry, and Cameron went to go talk to him, so I don't know what happened during that talk.
Okay.
But I'm caught up on everything up to that point.
Okay, so you know, well, you can talk to me.
Hmm?
You can get my side.
I mean, I haven't gotten to that point. This is the first time I've seen you.
That's rude, man. No, I'm just kidding. But we can definitely talk about it more in depth. I'm more like 1 foot into my door right now of my house.
No, you're good. I figured you were probably on your way there.
Chat like tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Before the event, or even Saturday if we need to. But I have informed Tommy that he is being officially challenged for prune, based on the notion of the two things that he said during our argument. Of one, he had the inkling of the thought of wanting to shoot Larry in the face. I have to, as the vice president, perceive that as a threat. The second one of him stating that if we push him out of this club, it will be the biggest mistake that we made. That I also have to take as a threat because it is so vague that it can literally mean anything. So as vice president, I have to take that as a threat. I did explain to Tommy that I am pulling for him. I don't want this to sway your vote in any way, shape, or form. But I just want people to understand that this prune call is not because it's malicious. It's not because I have ill will against Tommy.
You're calling a prune?
Yes. I have to, Shane.
All right.
I mean, he is just doing his job.
Like, here's the thing. If the club says otherwise, then the club says otherwise. I'm fine with it. I told Tommy I'm pulling for him. But my feelings versus what I have to do as the vice president have to be separate.
Fair enough. All right, I see where you're coming from.
Because Tommy's big thing was, why are you pulling for me if you're calling a prune vote? And I had to explain to him that people should never vote with their emotions. It should always be based on what is best for the club. Based on the facts that are given. It should never be like, I personally wouldn't like that, or I personally would like that. That should never be how people vote. I've never voted that way in my fucking life. People should realize this by now when I put my sergeant at arm patch down. Because my brother died and I knew I wasn't going to be a good sergeant. And it got heated. I will admit that Tommy said some things over there that still have me 50-50 on whether if I would prune or not. But we had a productive conversation after we got the bravado out of the way and the anger. Larry said his piece, because obviously Larry hearing about somebody wanting to kill him in his own club is obviously, I wouldn't say upsetting to him because he took it on the chin, which I pretty much figured he would do, but regardless, I gave Larry everything from my point of view and how I took everything and explained why I did what I did as the vice president, why I removed Tommy from the compound, why Tommy does not have his cut, and why Tommy was also banned from said compound until Sunday. However, I have since given Tommy his cut back and he is allowed into the compound, and it'll be up to the people, but he should be allowed to do club business. However, it is up to the people who are running said operations or whatever to determine if they trust Tommy enough to be a part of the club business, considering he is currently facing a prune vote. And that will be made aware shortly so people know.
Well, I do have a random question. Not really on topic, but kind of on topic. When are we having church?
Should be Sunday.
What time? Because the event is till from 2 to 10. So are we just all gonna leave the event to have church, or are we gonna change it Saturday? That's why I'm confused. You know.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Nope, that's a good point. I think
don't
we
know if
all
that was
overlooked that.
brought to anyone's attention yet.
I'll make mention of it.
I figured
with
probably
Cap-
Saturday, but
Probably Saturday.
okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that I brought it to your attention.
Yeah, I would overlook it. If anything, probably would have got pushed till Monday.
What's up, Goober?
All right.
If it
How you
would've
doing?
went past Saturday, but
We're doing all right tonight.
no, that's good thinking.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I just want everybody
That's
to
right.
understand where
Another
I'm coming
Shane
from
stream.
and understand why I'm doing it, and understand that yes, I hope he does beat this. But given the facts, I have to vote with what I believe is best for the club.
Yeah, for sure.
I will explain more in person with you, Connor, and with you, Shane, because I feel like there's probably more explanation that you want to hear, especially off of the conversation I just had with Tommy.
I want to have a conversation with you as well, so we'll just have those at the same time.
Sounds good.
I mean, I can just like buzz off, and you guys can have it right now.
I think he wants to go to sleep.
Yeah. And
But
if
it's
I'm
not-
going to tell you about what just happened over there, I might as well tell him at the same time, so I don't have
Right.
two separate conversations.
And I can talk about it in front of you. It's not just me and Jack's conversation.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know this isn't like a fucking, oh, we're trying to get Tommy out of the fucking club because fuck Tommy. Like, no.
It's not like a Gabe situation.
No, it is not that. Well, I mean, even Gabe, we didn't want to vote him out, but he snitched. Like, we had no choice.
Yeah, exactly.
And Tommy went on some fucking rant about how he's a loose end and that we'll have to kill him if he gets fucking all this and that and the other. And I'm just like, you're not a loose end if you don't become one. Like, stop saying fucking wild shit.
It
And
sounds
we
like
won't have
you want us
consider
to be a loose end.
I don't fucking know, dude. Like I said, I'll explain more with our conversation, but at the end of it, it came out productive. He obviously has his cutback. Larry was okay with it. And he's cool to come back around the club and the compound and all that shit. But I am still pushing through the prune vote. Just because I want him to beat it doesn't mean that I should pull it. But people need to realize that I'm doing my job.
I mean, I think it's also like it was such a big enough event that like you have to bring it to the club's attention and let everybody decide.
Yep. It should not be decided on Larry. It should not be decided on me. Now, if he would have attempted to kill Larry, yeah, he'd be dead. But he did not. He only had the ideals of wanting to do it, and he can state his case on why it should or should not be as big of a deal as it is. He will explain his whole reasoning, and I will explain my reasoning of why I have issued the pruning challenge.
Let me ask this question. I'm just curious because we've been kind of talking about it. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, he beats the prune, right? Stays in the club.
Mm-hmm.
Are we pulling tail gunner from him?
Yes.
Okay, I figured. That's what we kind of figured was at least the very least going to happen is he's getting his flash pulled.
I've already explained to him if he does beat this, and say for instance a couple people fucking vote no, right? But everybody else says no, we keep him. I told him he really needs to talk to those people then, because just assuming that they don't like you is not healthy nor good for the situation.
Yeah.
Because too long we've been fucking divided. I got a text message from somebody stating basically people were over there on Tommy's lawn having a fucking talk about how bad cabinet is.
Oh, okay.
So
definitely not what that conversation was.
It's getting to the point where it's so frustrating to have these types of things happen because I don't know who to believe, who to trust. And when we can't do either of those things, we can't fix issues because we don't know what's real and what's not real. And it comes down openly to people are just so terrified and afraid to speak their opinion, especially to cabinet or in or against cabinet. They feel like we're gonna kill them, and it's not the case. We would rather you tell us what is going wrong or what you disagree with, because at the end of the day, why Larry asks every fucking time at the end of the church, and sometimes he'll mention like, this is when you need to voice your opinion or anything like that. It's because we've heard shit.
Yeah.
and we want it to be aired out. Like, this whole talking behind people's backs thing is really got to stop, or this club eventually will collapse in on itself in a coup, just like Boston did. And I mean, fuck, coups are good for nobody, because it doesn't matter whether the winning team was right or wrong. They just lived, and that doesn't help Black Lotus as a whole either. Like, people need to realize San Andreas ain't the only fucking charter. Boston is recovering. Now Black Lotus doesn't have business coming out of Boston because they have to worry about fucking rebuilding. And we have a major fucking pipeline here. Okay, we have a coup because members don't want to voice their opinion or don't want to challenge ideals or state their opinions because they're too afraid. And then it turns into a inner circle versus inner circle. I'm just gonna meme it at this point. It turns into a fucking inner circle versus inner circle. Because when you look at it, grouping up together to talk shit about the inner circle is an inner circle. And it's ironic as fuck. And if anybody, Connor, you can attest to this, knows anything about being a part of fucking cabinet, it's not fun. A lot of the time it's yelling at each other. Fuck, I yelled at PB so much that he didn't want to be sergeant anymore. And I'm not saying I'm proud of that either. But like, it is not for everyone, and we're not always going to get along when it comes to our ideals and shit, but when it matters most is having each other's back and not fucking having secrets. Because if I can't trust you to tell me something to my face, how can I trust you that you'll cover my back?
100%.
So,
and that's kind of the just to speak openly, that's kind of one of my worries about V, is that cabinet's gonna be too much.
We'll see.
We'll see, exactly. We'll see, but
I think people can surprise you. I think there is a percentage chance that maybe she is too soft, but
I think she brings fresh blood.
She does bring fresh blood, which can be good sometimes, because even if she doesn't work out, sometimes ideals of fresh blood still sticks with quote unquote us old guard. But at the end of the day, what I truly care about is that people vote the right way and people fucking just care about this club as a whole, and that includes the members in it. And this whole situation with Tommy fucking sucks. Did I want to threaten him? Absolutely not. If I truly wanted to kill Tommy, I would have done it 2 years ago when I had more of a reason to kill him. But right now, I hope he beats this, and I hope he grows from this, and I hope the club grows from this, because it was an issue that was not fucking corrected by the person who needed to correct it, which was Tommy, because he wanted to try and tough it out from Larry's fucking, not even Larry's, the club's constant, I wouldn't call it bullying, but he's gonna view it as bullying. And he said it eventually got to be too much, but he reached out to Brady, he said a couple of times, but stating something like, oh, I reached out versus, you know, it was an issue and I wanted it fixed are two different things. You can tell a chaplain is bothering you, but if you don't ask the chaplain to help you act on the bother, then what's the point? At the end of the day, if it's a problem, you should fix it. You shouldn't just tell somebody and then stuff it down, because it's not the chaplain's job to fix it for you. What are you gonna say, Shane?
I mean, sometimes you go to a chaplain because you don't actually know what to do, and you're looking for advice or suggestions or guidance.
True. But I know Britt, and I know if it was a problem that was brought up to the point where it was serious and dangerous, to the point where it would affect the club and it would be a safety concern, it would have been brought up. At least to Larry, because Larry was a huge part of, you know, a lot of things. But I don't know. Sunday will speak for itself on whether the club believes he should maintain a membership or not.
And that has to be unanimous, right?
Incorrect. Because it is threats against the club, how I perceive them to be, it is currently majority. I'm willing to discuss that with Cabinet if they believe that is too harsh, but as it stands, a threat versus Larry, sorry, let me rephrase that. A perceived threat against Larry and a perceived threat against the club has to be considered unforgivable. With those two stacked. If it was just the Larry thing, if he didn't say that one thing to me in our argument, and it was just the Larry thing, Larry's already not giving a fuck about it. But because it's two-tiered threats, I have to perceive it as unforgivable. Because it's a threat against the head of our club, and it's a threat that I perceived as against our club, based on mortgage.
So, what if it's just things that were said because it was a heated moment?
Then the club will decide that that's what it was. It's not
Like,
for me to decide that.
Do you think that he would hurt anybody in this club?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, that's where the threat is, right? You have to believe that someone would do it. Just because someone says it doesn't mean they're actually threatening.
Then why do cops charge us with uttering threats?
Because cops suck, dude.
I get that, but it's
But
because
we're brothers here, and he's a brother.
Okay. If somebody has a manifesto uttering threats about wanting to kill every woman in this state, should we just not take it as a serious threat? This guy has multiple arrests for beating up women.
I think that's different.
Is it? Because Tommy has a history of endangering the club with the IRA.
When you say history,
Shane, my house was taken, a picture was taken of my house where my wife lives because of what Tommy did as a threat to the club. Not only my house, Larry's house, Jess's house, and 2 other members' houses. Their pictures were taken. Tommy was dropped at our gate, beaten and bloodied because of what he did as a wake-up threat. That was before the pictures. The pictures came after. And I will admit, I've forgiven Tommy. I moved past that. But just because I've forgiven him doesn't mean I can't. I cannot overlook facts just because I forgave him. It is a part of his history.
You may have forgiven him, but you haven't forgotten.
Exactly. And there's a huge part that you're missing from the conversation I just had with him. But I will touch on this since we're already fucking here, and I might as well. There was a part of him, because I asked him about this anger thing that he brought up multiple times. This dissociative anger thing or whatever he said.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically asked him, like, is it something that you are working on getting fixed or seeking help for? Because if you get so angry that you want to fucking kill your president, that's a problem. And he said no. He believed that it was in check because he had us, his family, to help him keep it in check. And I said, Tommy, there's been 2 times now where that anger has nearly got you killed and members of this club killed. Meaning the IRA thing, and now this. Him even having the notion of wanting to shoot Larry is too much. I have never wanted to kill anybody other than one time in this club, and that was Tommy for the IRA thing. It doesn't matter how fucking pissed off you make me. At the end of the day, if I kill you, what good is that for the club? None. I get myself either killed or removed from this club, and I killed another member.
So yeah, two members down at that point.
Yep. Would I have regretted stabbing Tommy? In the moment, no. Currently, yes.
Could that be like
gotta go to bed.
this same thing applied to how he's
All right, old man.
responded to things, reacted to things?
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tommy, sorry. Shane, my reaction to wanting to stab Tommy was based on two threats that I perceived. One against Larry and one against the club. That is why I wanted to kill him.
I wasn't there whenever he said it, so I got it. You know, like what you say is what you say. Just, I don't
It's
know.
how I perceived it. I don't want anybody to view it other than what they hear. I want them to hear from Tommy, and I want them to hear from me and the others that were there. I want everybody to get the full picture because I shouldn't be the single voice that decides Tommy's fate. Tommy should not be the only voice that decides his fate because there's always three sides to the truth. Your side, their side, and the truth. Because I don't remember 100% of what happened. Tommy admitted he doesn't remember 100% of what happened because if so, I could verbatim say anything I've ever said with anybody, right? Conversation me and you had 3 years ago, would I be able to bring that up? Like, who would believe it anyways? If it was me versus anybody, and I said, no, I know I can remember 100% of everything that's said to me, who would believe that? None, right? Because when it comes to accusations and things like that, unless you were there, you don't have the full story. And even then, the people who were there were reacting to what was going on between me and Tommy. Because at the end of the day, you guys weren't over by the car. It was just me and him. So at that point, it becomes a he said, she said. So I will tell you exactly how I perceive things, how I said things, and how I meant things. How Tommy perceives what I said and what I meant is 100% up to him. I don't get to control how he felt. I don't get to control about how he said things or what he meant to say. What I can tell you is how I perceived what he said and what I heard. It is up to you guys to determine who is in the right or what you believe to be more of the truth or, however you want to spin it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, this is important. This is club changing.
Yeah.
Regardless if Tommy maintains his membership or not. Because there is going to be those notions, like I've already told Tommy. If you stay, it is going to take you a lot longer for me to trust you. Because you had the thought of wanting to shoot Larry. Sure, you didn't act on it this time. But how will I know you won't act on it 4 years down the line when maybe you've had some other issues going on? Maybe you just had a really bad week.
Yeah.
You know,
Jax has got
if
a point
this
here.
anger thing goes unchecked is my main point. Was I wanted him to seek help, and if he can do that, and the club votes him in, and he maintains going and getting the help, because we're not fucking professionals, man. We're all fuck ups.
Yeah.
I've killed women and children. Shane's still a virgin. Like.
God damn it.
What is that?
I couldn't call him out like that.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I was trying to lighten the situation.
No, I got you.
But we're far from professionals, and
yeah,
I understand wanting your family to be your backbone, and I get it. We should be for 95% of things. But when it comes down to it, that 5% that we can't help, you can't just power through. Because when I tried to power through, I nearly died.
Well, so what worries me about the situation, I love Tommy, and I'm pulling for him too, but this makes me wonder who else he's had those intrusive thoughts about at different times and just didn't act on them.
He gave his word that this is the first time ever that he ever thought about that with Larry.
Okay.
I want to give him benefit of the doubt, but he also said just before that for 2.5 years he'd been bullied by Larry.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to believe that this was the breaking point.
I told him, well, I mean, I was like, I think it's more or less like throwing it in the trash. Like, people use that as like, you know, that's a huge thing now. You call someone trash, you're like, you're basically shooting at them.
So there was a reason why he did that. And I get it, it doesn't excuse him. And I want that to be noted. This does not excuse his actions. However, the reason why Larry did that, when he took a picture with the Polaroid, he captioned it, Tommy's fighting career. It was meant as a joke. It was not meant to be anything serious. It was not meant to be, he threw him away because he was trash. Again, I am not excusing Larry for what he did. I already told him he's being punished for what he did.
That's kind of funny.
But it was meant as a joke. Larry cares about Tommy. People, what is one of the most common ways growing up as a little boy that you know that somebody likes you if you're like a little girl or anything like that? They pick on you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told Tommy that time and time again because he's been like, you know, he's complained about getting picked on. I'm like, Tommy, here's the thing, man. I get hazed. Fucking Shane gets hazed all the time. Everybody in this club gets hazed.
All the time.
I will admit that he probably gets hazed the most. However, we also could have let him back in the club and ignored him because we didn't trust him or didn't want to mend that relationship after the IRA thing. This was our way of being like, hey man, you're back in. And sure, did it go too far sometimes? 100%, but it's gone too far with everybody. At the end of the day, he needs to understand, and I'm not saying he needs to nut up and be a man, but he needs to realize that all those jokes and things like that aren't because we fucking hate the guy. And if you feel that way, then you should have mentioned something. Because at the end of the day, if you don't say nothing, how are we supposed to know it's an issue? Because when you laugh, when you walk away smiling, but you turn your frown or your fucking smile upside down when you round the corner, how are we supposed to know that?
Yeah.
We can't fix things we don't know. It's the same way why Larry preaches the same shit about cabinet. When we hear these little fucking things like today, I get the notion that cabinet overstepped and we broke bylaws. Which bylaws did we break? Everything I did was on perceived threats. But did anybody come talk to me? No. And I'm not pointing this at you guys. But the people that were involved, that I know were involved, haven't come talk to me. Because they don't care to know certain sides of the story because it doesn't fit their narrative sometimes. And that's the shit that I don't like about this club. And it's really the only thing I don't like about this club. I'm an asshole. I get it. But I'm not unapproachable. If it is something serious and you truly need it worked out or sat down on, either just fucking tell me it's real serious and that I need to fucking be serious about it, or get a chaplain. But if you're gonna come after my neck, you better expect me to yell. Because that is passion that I use. Not saying it works the best all the time, but it's how I deal with shit. Thank you for coming to my Jack's talk.
Hell yeah. All right, well, you should probably get home.
And I should take a pee because I've been holding it for like the last 30 minutes.
I could hear you getting more tired as you talked.
I just fucking... I just felt like I needed to get everything on my chest, but...
Yeah, tomorrow or Friday or something, I want to talk to you about something.
What is the... What's the Pat emote?
Preferably before Friday.
Okay.
Because it's about the enforcer nomination. I just want to kind of pick your brain on it.
Alright, sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Okay. You guys need anything, you know where to reach me.
What'd you say?
Sounds good.
I said if you guys need
Oh,
anything,
you leaving?
reach me. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know how some people like slap each other on the butt?
That was an accident. I'm sorry. All right. See you guys. Love you.
Say it.
You know, like it's like the, what is it like?
Are you loaded,
Like
man?
where they like kind of like, they'll see like you'll see like Flint sometimes does it like where he like kind of like pats like on Larry sometimes will pat like Shane on the butt and stuff. I forgot which one that
I
is.
pee really bad, so.
Bro, I'm like full of liquid right now. I was seeing yellow when he was talking. Let me know if that's too much TMI right there.
No, you're good, man. Okay, I'm running to the bathroom.
All right, let's go. You're too slow, Connor. Physical therapy, bitch. Oh, God damn it.
Oh shit. Are you okay?
Yep, I beat you. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
All right, enjoy this one, guys. Lotus MC. Ask me anything. All right, this next one comes from Krista. What is your worst bike that you regret buying? Easy. It's the Fazio. But it's all good. Larry made me blow it up anyways. Hi, I'm Shane Gunner, tail gunner of Black Lotus MC. Ask me anything. All right, this one's from Blazed Biker 22. How do you manage your love for weed while being a part of Motorcycle Club? I just smoke it while we're riding. That's pretty much it. And absolutely no selling in Mirror Park whatsoever. Yep, that's pretty much it. How do you turn your phone to where it doesn't? Oh, call anonymously. One sec. Watch this.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Who you calling?
I'm gonna call Jax. I'm gonna tell him a tattoo joke. He's one sec.
Hello.
Is this the tattoo shop?
I'm in the middle of a tattoo.
I got a question. What do you call a Yeti tattoo on your stomach?
Couldn't tell you.
It's an abdominal snowman.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I don't know what he's saying. That kid's stupid.
Oh yeah, I could tell. And I don't think my partner likes them.
Whatever. I'm just letting him know. He's young and dumb. And I'm probably gonna have to kick his ass a couple of times.
Ollie, you can't do that. All right, chat. I love that be right back scene.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey, you got a minute to step outside and talk with me, Marcus, and Chase?
Sure.
I'm guessing Connor's. Well, yeah, Connor looks like he's taking a piss.
Connor, you need help in there or what? You're supposed to only shake 3 times. Hold on
Well,
one
if
second.
you-
Let me go get my phone. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, found a cookie in my pocket.
See what I got back?
Yeah, I just talked to Jack.
Ah, good. Then
He told me about it and whatnot.
y'all want to come down?
Mom.
I'm talking with Mark and Marcus and Chase right now.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for coffee. More for me.
Just lock the.
He just locked the door.
Just lock us.
Listen, guys, I've been told to always keep that door locked no matter what. And when you're on a wheelchair, that door being locked sucks.
Bit of it's all. Cool.
But yeah, no,
go ahead.
Boop.
What's up, cutie pie?
Let's space it out here, everyone. Okay, let's space. I'm just kidding.
Yep. Let's do it.
I'm just kidding.
All right. I'm on borrowed time, but you know what I'm saying? For you, baby. Let's go.
I love you. I
Keep
love
going.
you. All right. So just found out they apparently heard from Jax already.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we just got talking to him. So.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there may be some, like, procedural disagreements, I guess I'll put it, that I have with how it's going forward, but it is going forward. So the best thing we can do now is, again, look to understand, support, and offer empathy, because, like, the way I read this is you hit a breaking point with the way the club has been treating you for years. And this is the unfortunate fallout of that and misunderstandings.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Taro, what's up,
Forward
dude?
Choices and anger.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Like I said, in a lot of it sounds
Yeah,
very
let's just fucking
subjective.
do this.
To
A
what
lot
you
of it
heard,
really is.
what you
it's-
heard, what you didn't hear, what people said, what people didn't say, and how people took it. It's all subjective.
So as you two are both aware, I am now facing a prune vote over the argument that me and Jax got into.
Yeah.
And they're considering it unforgivable. Does it, just out of curiosity, do y'all feel like this is an unforgivable act?
Well, what do you explain why you think it's not unforgivable? How about that? We can just go there.
So, one, the 2 points that they're pushing for is one, that I actively threatened the president. That at no point I actually did. 2 is that I made threats against the club as a whole. Now, Marcus will attest that in the moment, the heat of the argument, my words came out probably as such, but they weren't intended as such. And most of you will agree that at the best times I don't word shit well. Much less whenever I'm in the heat of an argument that, you know, I feel like I've been fucking wronged. Particularly when somebody's questioning my dedication to this club, telling me that I'm not a member and holding a knife to me. So, you were there, Jax, or Shane.
Shane was there, yeah.
What did you hear
Shane.
me say?
I heard.
Did you hear me threaten the club as a whole, or did you hear me trying to convince Jax that potentially stabbing me to get me out of the compound and put me in a body bag was not going to go well for him?
I will say that I don't know exactly what you and Jack said. I only started hearing it whenever you started asking for your cut back, and he said no, and then he was asking you to actually leave because
This
it
is
started
when
to
that
get
happened.
yeah, and you wouldn't leave, and so he gave you. He said it about 3 or 4 times. I'm trying to be unbiased here. 3 or 4 times he told you, and then you said no. And then I believe you actually were starting to kind of like tell him, like, make me kind of thing.
I'm not going to lie. I was, because at that point, like I said, he had carte blanche decided that I wasn't a member under false pretenses to me. I was getting hot. I was very hot. I'm stubborn and I don't back down when I feel like I'm being wronged.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
So Was it the best choice? Probably not. But at the time, you know, emotions were running high, and I wasn't wanting to back down from threats.
That's why I was constantly encouraging you to just go along and leave, because I knew you were not making the best choices, and Jax was pushing that line too. Because again, when he gets heated too, he is impulsive. Like, he's gotten very good at managing it, and as a VP, he's done a very good job. But I've been in this club for over 2 years. Like, I know.
You trying to make me blush right now?
There's a line that when he gets pushed to, he is just as impulsively heated.
Hello.
And it was going to go bad for
Good seeing
both
you, dude.
of you. That's why I just was like, fucking, just go for now. Like, it's not a, just get out, take time, cool down, and here we are. Because that could have gone a lot worse.
So, whenever I was talking to him and I was talking about things not going well for him or for the club, if something were to happen to me, I was distinctly trying to convey that at the time, whether or not he believed I was or not, I actually was still a member. I hadn't been pruned. I hadn't turned down the cut. It was just the cut wasn't in my possession. And that him going through with this threat of putting me in a body bag was going to hurt him and the club as a whole, because if he had done that, at that point, he would be facing a prune vote for attempting to fucking kill a member.
Or
and if he had gone, if he had succeeded in it, it wouldn't have been just a prune vote. He would have been facing a vote to, meet the Reaper. It was a Laura Ripley situation all over again, and that's what I was trying to convey to him. Again, tempers were running hot, words got jumbled and mistaken. Jax seems to think that I meant to endanger the whole club, but that is not the situation at hand. I was simply trying to very poorly diffuse him from, trying to take a stab at me.
Yeah,
the whole
it
time,
was definitely poor.
The whole time I'm sitting here trying to fucking get to the point where we could have a conversation, but unfortunately, his reactions and my reactions were only serving to amplify each other.
Yeah, well, again, I'm glad that some form of that conversation did get had today, because parts of that seemed incredibly constructive. And when Jax disengaged the aggressive mode and it started engaging with his logic, like, again, that's
tempers.
I've been good with him as VP, yeah, like, because he can see past certain things and put them in the context where, he appreciates stuff, but. I don't know. Like I said, who knows what it's why or when or how, but we are where we are now. And
I mean, can you at least see that, like, the things that you did say kind of could make him concerned?
I can. Without the proper context, yes, I absolutely can. But that's why I'm here, is to give the context of the situation.
Which is my question on why this conversation, why isn't more conversation happening and just going, we're fucking prune vote?
Because he's under the under the impression that I am now a danger to the club and to Larry.
I mean, that is what his reasoning is.
Yeah, and I do think, I can understand the logic of that, right? And again, I know you, Tommy. And I know that, again, if you've only had really 2 of these episodes that we know about, then you're managing it. But what's the trigger going to be next time, and who's going to be in the way? Like, it is a thought. It's there
It's
now.
a very valid thought,
And that's why I
buddy.
think that the suggestion of talking to somebody, starting with a chaplain, going, seeing someone, finding a way to discuss it with someone who might be able to help you control that rage, is going to be best for you, for damn sure. But it will rebuild that, I'm not going to say lost, but certainly fragile trust. Because I don't think you'll do those things. I don't want to believe you'll do those things. But like I said, we all have that limit where our back is against the wall and we are acting out of instinctual response. And who do we do it to? And it doesn't matter how bad we feel about it later. It's already happened. So we have to address that as a problem and make sure that, like, however this gets resolved, like, you're working towards dealing with that. And
That was me taking a screenshot and shooting it off to Discord.
it certainly comes from me, and I suspect it comes from everybody else. Like, if we can move past this, if you hold your patch, we'll make sure that this is not a problem, you know? I don't mean that as a veiled threat. I mean, like, as in...
No, I understand. It means that y'all are going to work to help me better myself.
At least that's what I fucking hope.
So, yeah, I'm pulling y'all aside to see where y'all stand thus far, knowing where I am at this.
Like I said, I don't think you're without any kind of fault in this scenario. Like, I think that it's been, at every turn that it could have gone better, like, something worse happened. It's like the fucking episode 8 of a fucking, you know, Club Mama, where just the worst case scenario happens at every fucking moment, and you're in this situation. But there's very little that could happen between now and Sunday that takes me away from voting for you to keep your patch.
I think I don't even like I know people say shit whenever they get heated. I mean, I'm actually one of them that's done it. I mean, Chase can contest to that probably.
Right.
But like throwing down, like, my thing is the cut and like how it's treated. And if you actually didn't, like, told Jake like you didn't want your cut whenever he was trying to offer it.
As far as I am aware, I didn't even say a single word to Jake. And I mean, albeit my memory is just gaps at that point, but I doubt I said anything to him. If Jake says I didn't say anything to him, I trust him.
Right. That's what I kind of said earlier, right? I said, unless there's some new information that I'm not hearing, then I would feel a type of way about it as well. Because, like I said, if Shane and I got into a scuffle right now, we're fucking fighting, wrestling around on the ground. He fucking, his cut comes off and he just gets pissed off and walks down the street. Maybe somebody fucking says, hey, Shane, come get your cut. And he doesn't hear him or whatever, or just keeps walking or whatever. You know, tomorrow when he's here trying to figure out who has his cut, if somebody were to tell him he's not a fucking member, even though I had that problem with Shane, I would be one of the first people to fucking tell you you're fucking wrong, because you're still a member. But like I said, unless there's some other information that I don't have, I don't know.
It sounds like you've got everything that's there. Marcus has heard everything. Connor and Shane have heard anything. Is he missing anything?
I don't think so.
Like I said, and I heard what Jake said. Jake said what his recollection of it, and I just don't. It's not like you were walking away and said, fuck you, fuck that cut, and just kept on fucking pushing. That would be different.
I mean, I would still recommend that everyone talks to Jax in person about his side of things.
Well, I also wish that, well, if Jax wasn't there about the cut and not taking the cut, I don't need to talk to Jax. I talked to Jake today. Jake was the one who took the cut. Jake is the one who offered the cut back to Tommy.
Yeah, but this situation isn't just about that one scenario. It's about both scenarios.
No, it does. That doesn't matter, because what happened after that, if what Jake stands true, what I'm saying is, if what Jake stands true, in Jake's recollection that I got earlier, I did not hear Tommy fucking reject the cut. Tommy was just walking across the street. He called out for him twice. Tommy didn't respond. Whether he didn't fucking hear him, he was zoned out, whatever the case.
Yeah.
So now we're on day 2, and Tommy's here asking for his cut, and Jack says, "You're not a fucking member." Why do I need to talk to Jax?
Yeah, but the prune vote isn't about the
It was
cut.
about what happened after that.
The prune vote's about Tommy claiming that he thought about shooting Larry in the head.
So...
And he's also said that, well, allegedly, Tommy, you said that you would like basically harm the club if you got kicked out of here.
Well, it wasn't exactly that. He said, Jack said that you said, you know, if you were to get pruned and, you know, we were to kick you out of the club, that it'd be the worst thing possible for the club or something along those lines.
Which he took as a
So
threat.
it could be openly perceived in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, like I said, that is the one where in the moment, like, I tried to assess what people say and take the meaning and take the moment in. Like, the first thing I read is as you suggesting that him trying to stab or kill a member would be bad for him per our bylaws. That was pretty straightforward in my mind. Again, he said he interpreted it differently, and while I could sort of see that angle, knowing you, the first one, that's how I took it. The second one about being pushed out, I couldn't read that the same way. And like I said, one of the only things that came to my mind is like, well, I mean, he knows secrets, and if he gets pushed out, then, you know, the worst thing he could do would be to spill our secrets to you know, cops, to other people. But then again, I dismissed that thought almost as quickly because I know you, and I know that that's not a thing you would do. I mean, at least I fucking believe that. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot, but
as much as I've bled and sacrificed for this club,
right,
I should hope so.
But like I said, that is a place my brain went, right? And so if Jax had a similar train of thought building on the personal threat, like, I can see why he's only interpreting it from a certain point of view. But again, there's an aspect of trying to be more empathetic and more unbiased when handling these kind of issues that I would like to see more, and that's where I'll leave my criticisms for now.
I can again, the only thing I can do is reiterate that in that situation, I was still pushing the angle of the fact that he had the knife in hand, and this had already been past that first, you know, don't fucking do this, you'll regret it,
right,
kind of statement, to the point that if, you know, this, if you keep doing this, this is going, you know, this is going to go badly for, you know, the club. Because think about it, if he had gone through with that,
Kind of sounds like a
what's
threat
going
to
to
me.
happen? Again, you know, he goes up for a possible prune
Kinda
or a
sounds like a
possible
threat.
Reaper vote. That hurts the club as a whole in the end, and that's where my thread was from the beginning. Even with the intrusive thought that I had in the moment that I rode away from, is that if I had done it, I wouldn't just be, you know, scoring some petty victory over a, you know, a gross, you know, disrespect. I'd be potentially hurting the club as a whole, because Jax and Larry are, you know, vital to this club as a whole. And for situations to go that out of control, where something happened to either one of them, or through their actions caused something to happen to them, it would hurt this club to its foundations. So my mind, again, it was heat of the moment. Words did not come out right. And y'all know me to not be the most, you know, well-articulated speakers in the best of times, as I've said. And, you know, just words, I meant one thing, apparently I said a different thing in the moment, but all of it was pointing to the fact that if he went through with the action of putting me in a body bag, the club would suffer.
How?
How? I just told you.
But don't you...
I'm a member. If he had stabbed me in that moment, that would have been him executing a member without a club vote. It would have been Laura Ripley all over again, except worse, it wouldn't be a prospect. It would be a full-fledged member.
I thought she was a member when she did it.
No, she was. She killed a prospect.
Right.
And she met the Reaper for that. Now imagine Jax killing a member. How does that go in your mind, Shane?
I don't know, man. Like, this is... I'm really fucking torn right now.
Answer, then ask yourself this, both on a club health level. Do you see me under any circumstance ever doing anything to hurt this club after what I've been through?
No. But if you do have outbursts like this, what is going to prevent you from not doing something like that next time? If I wasn't there, and was it Marcus or was it fucking Connor or something? Like, who else was there that got in between you and Jax?
Who was there?
It was me, you, and Cameron.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I wasn't there.
I think your ass would have gotten stabbed.
And would that have been on me at that point?
Yes.
It would have been on both of you.
I mean, it's not a good act for Jax to do, no, but your ass wasn't listening. To him or to me or to anyone else that was trying to tell you to, like, stop talking, separate, and...
But in the end, I did listen.
Yeah, that's the point I'm going to make, right? Is that we're talking about, like, okay, you uttered the thought you had about threatening the president and killing the president, but the action you took was to walk away and not do anything. So, like, you demonstrated good judgment. Thus, threat shouldn't be perceived as direct or impending, because you've already, dismissed the impulse. I mean, I'm just, again, my own logic here, but does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if you had acted on it, then we know that you can't be trusted when you have these moments. But you showed, as you said, like, in comparison to what you did in was it Reno or Vegas?
Vegas.
Yeah, like you held back from allowing yourself to give in to the rage and those impulses. You demonstrated why we should have, still fragile, but trust for you. Because again, we don't know if the next time you will be able to keep your same level head, but demonstrating it today means that's why I'm saying what I keep saying, that we need to help you move past this and give you the support you need to make sure that you keep making the right choice if you have these kind of experiences in the future, or hopefully never have them again.
I'll play devil's advocate. Unprovoked to have those fucking thoughts or actions or whatever, or those whatevers, because if I felt like if Connor fucking ripped this fucking cut off my fucking back right now and told me to get the fuck out of here just because of he fucking felt like it, I might say some shit that fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's all subjective. So
yeah.
Who said what, who felt what, whatever, it's all subjective to whoever's fucking looking at it, whatever. The whole club could have been there. You would have had fucking 20 different fucking opinions on how it actually went down, because that, like I said, I'm not saying it was okay, but what I'm saying is, you pushed me far enough, I might say some shit like if I feel like you took this cut off my back for no fucking reason and told me to get the fuck out because I'm not a member, I might say some fucking wild shit. You know what I mean? Like,
what about you, Connor?
It's fucked. Like, it's fucked from like too many different angles to just give a fucking definitive like, yeah, nope, that's fucked. Yep, for a vote.
I think he's more or less.
Make sense to me.
I kind of think that maybe he's trying to like put it at a. He has concerns. He's trying to be logical with it, so he's bringing it to the table so that everybody can get the information. Right? There's 3 sides to every story. We can get 2 of them. Right? We get Tommy's and Jax's.
Sure.
But like, and then we have to make a decision based off of the info that we know.
Yeah.
Why aren't we doing that before we decide fucking if it's supposed to be a fucking prune vote? We're just gonna go off of.
Because of Jax feels that it's basically he's a threat to the club because of his statements.
Do you feel like I'm a threat to the club? As somebody that was there?
No, unless being a threat is by not listening, which I guess it could be, but like, I also see you not wanting to leave because you're not wanting to leave because this is your club.
So you can understand how I felt when I got told by my VP that I'm not a member.
he also made that statement whenever, like, I mean, what was going around at that time was you threw your cut in.
No, I did not.
Tommy, I know you didn't. But that's what was going. That's what I had heard before I had seen you that day.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there was also like fucking, like somebody had heard that it was put in the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was.
What, right, but it wasn't communicated that you were still in it.
Yeah. So this boils down to the fact that it's this is going to be a prune vote, and it seems like they're pushing this as unforgivable. So it's not going to require a unanimous. It's going to be a majority thing.
That is correct.
That seems a bit extreme. Any thoughts, Connor?
I mean, if Larry could have put him in the trash can,
Yes,
would he have?
I do.
This is semantics
so
at this point.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, because I understand where Jax is coming from. After speaking with him, I understand where he's coming from. Do I fully
It
agree
sometimes
with him?
do be that.
But
it sometimes do be
in
that.
in my eyes, Jax is literally doing his job. His job is to protect the club and Larry. You said to his face that you had the thoughts of shooting Larry in the head. Acting on it or not, the threat was there, it was on your mind. So, in his mind, you threatened, the president of the club, which is an unforgivable act if you were to act on it. Even the thought of it could be perceived that way.
Unforgiven.
So
he gets
we're
pruned, he's
policing
gone.
thoughts.
He's no longer a part of the club.
That's exactly what this is.
Bye-bye.
I mean, yes, but it's different if you just think about it, or if you say, "Hey, I thought about killing him." That's
How?
still. I mean, how is it not?
Because it's the same thing. It's a thought. It's just giving voice to the thought.
But just because the bylaws say, unforgivable acts are killing the president, don't harm them, you still thought about harming someone in this club.
Again, this goes back to we're policing thoughts, especially thoughts in an emotionally unstable state.
That is fair, but you can't take a chance. Who says you don't have that thought again and you act on it the next time?
My family helping me mitigate those situations.
No, I'm fully on your side as far as not wanting this to happen. But you have to think about it from his point of view.
And he doesn't, like, he even said to us that he's rooting for you. Like, he's putting it up only because of the concerns that he has from your statements.
I get that, but if he's truly rooting for me, I don't, it feels two-faced. If you're rooting for me and you don't want me to get pruned, then don't throw the prune.
I think he's doing his job and he's taking his emotions out of it.
Okay, let's put it into perspective here, right? He's doing his job, right? Do you fault the cop for arresting you when you commit a crime?
I suppose not.
They're just doing their job, right? So you gotta think of it, he's taking emotions out of it. He's strictly doing what is in his responsibilities. That's why he's pulling for you,
No,
but he has to
Jax.
still put you up proof, because if he didn't, he's not doing his job.
We don't want that.
I guess that depends, though, right? Or if he just fucking comes and grabs somebody and says you're guilty, you're going to fucking jail, or was the crime actually fucking investigated? There's a difference.
Well, I'm talking about getting caught red-handed, like a store robbery. It's pretty cut, clear, and dry on that one. You did it.
Like I will not hide from the fact that yes, I said the things that I said. Whether interpretations were mixed, the intent behind them, I mean, even in court of law, intent is paramount. And I think that's something that should be looked at here is intent.
my thing is this. Jack said it himself that everyone is going to get a chance to tell their side of the story before we make any kind of decision as far as the actual vote goes. So you're going to have a chance to say your piece, Jax is going to have a chance to say his piece, and then we're going to make a decision. So no one's going to get thrown under the bus. Everyone's going to get a chance to talk about, the situation at hand. So it's going to be as fair
Look
as
at you,
possible.
Taro. Both sides.
Well, I will say the same thing on that day that I said today, is the intent was there, that I was trying to, in a poor way, dissuade Jax from continuing with what he was doing, which was asking me to leave as if I wasn't a member at the time, under threat of lethal force. And I was trying to, relay to him that just because he doesn't think I'm a member does not make me not a member in doing so.
Again, it was because he thought you threw down your cut. Dude, if he still felt that way, your ass wouldn't be in one now.
Yeah, I mean, if he wouldn't have given it back to you.
I understand that.
No.
And all that was based around this instance.
So I do have a question for you, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit off topic, but still kind of on topic. Okay, let's say vote goes through.
Does anybody have water?
Yeah, I got you.
The dude's been talking so long that he needs water. Okay, we got you. Just wait until, dude. This you're gonna make me have to pay attention too much to do this kind of stuff.
If vote goes through, like
So
voting...
vote goes through. You're in the club. You stay in the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing? Now, this is just the chaplain in me, or the former chaplain in me speaking. Would you be willing to seek some type of anger management help? I know you said you're not right now, and you kind of use us as a as a grounding force, but would you be willing to seek out outside help for your anger issues?
Absolutely.
Is that something you would do?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you are willing to seek help.
I never considered it in the past, and I mentioned this to Marcus and Chase, and Jax and Larry, is I never considered it in the past because I would say quite a bit of my anger issues stem from the life, and it's stuff that one of my sole things is I do not talk about this shit outside of the club, outside of people in the know. I know.
Watch
I can.
Sopranos, take notes.
I
This
understand
isn't
that.
a movie. This
And
isn't a fucking show.
Well, so I'm not asking you to go to a therapist. I'm
Thank you
asking
for the
to go to
follow,
someone to help
Tiny
manage
Taco.
your anger.
Absolutely.
Because I've known you for a very long time, Tommy, and you have always had anger issues. And I just see them getting worse, and it hurts inside to see them getting worse because I know that eventually it's going to become too much, and you're going to probably do something that you will regret.
Like I said, I figured I had a good enough handle on it. The fact that I in both circumstances, I eventually saw the reason and I walked away from the situations.
And that's fine, but I'm just asking if you would be willing to seek the help.
Yes.
Okay, because that plays a big factor for me. If you I'm being honest with you. If you said no,
why wouldn't I want to do something to potentially better myself?
Hey man, I've heard people not want to have therapy because different this, that, and the other. So
so
yeah, fuck
to be
therapy.
fair,
I go every weekend.
I've seen a psychologist. I've seen therapists in the past. There's a reason I have my mask exemptions. It's due to talking to psychologists and shit like that. But that's about anxiety issues and shit like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to do with, it builds into, potential trigger sources for, my anger, but it doesn't involve the life. And I never thought to seek help on subjects in the life because I don't think, again, this goes back to my ability to adequately word my thoughts. Is I always concerned myself with what if I'm talking to this therapist and I don't word things right and I implicate myself or something or give something away. So I never did it.
Yeah.
Just to keep my silence. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah, no, I get it. I truly want the best for you, so that's why I'm asking these questions.
Like, I mean, asking me, the concern that what happens tomorrow kind of deal is, albeit, to be fair, it's a valid point, but at the same time, it's, hey, what's to say tomorrow you don't get struck by a lightning bolt? Like, I mean, it's one of those things. I've shown that I've got enough of a handle on my rage to separate myself after a fashion from the incident, to give myself the ability to calm down. Once I start seeing red, that's whenever and that's what ended up happening with Jax, is I felt the disconnect coming, and that's when I realized, shit, people are trying to pull me away from this. I should go.
Yeah.
Because I felt that disconnect coming in. And the rage ready to take over. And I guess mixed with that, plus Marcus, Shane, and Cameron's urgings, it pulled me through.
Yeah.
And I got out of there, and I took a beat. I fucking ended up going to the house, sitting on my roof, thinking about things, and spent an hour or two doing that, and eventually called Shane up for a conversation. And what did I say to you when you showed up at my house, Shane? What was the first thing I did?
I mean, you expressed like that
gratitude for pulling me out of there.
Yeah. You think you said me and Marcus were huge in that? I mean, it took us a long time, but we finally got you guys away from each other.
I mean, that in and of itself should know I'm not as big a, fucking nuclear bomb as people seem to think I am. I have too much invested in this club, too much love for every single one of you, that even though the intrusive thoughts did come in against Larry, and I did, in a sense of transparency, air them out to Jax, just in an effort to understand where I was in that mindset that I would manage to walk away from. I mean, it's got to show something there.
Well, I truly don't think that anyone is against you. I think this situation is more of Jax trying to open your eyes.
The problem is this eye-opening could cost me fucking everything.
It very well could. And I'm not taking that away from the situation at hand. And this is just my opinion on the situation. I mean, I don't know if that's what he's actually doing or not. That's just how I'm perceiving it. That I think he's just trying to open your eyes to, to some of the things that you do and how other people could see them. I mean, I want nothing more to see you than to see you beat this.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here right now would want to see you go.
Because I know just like me, this club is everything for you. So.
Shit, man, I need another joint.
Yo.
God
But
damn
on
it.
that note, I hate to be that guy.
Yeah, you go to sleep, my man.
I'm gonna go roll up a joint and pass out probably.
All right.
So you're just gonna roll it up and fall asleep without smoking it? What the fuck, Shane?
Osmosis, Marcus,
sleep
what
well.
the fuck? Who said I wasn't gonna smoke it?
That only works with studying.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, I need to go look over the wall because I think I just saw someone flying through the air.
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure I just heard a car crash and someone fly through the air.
Let's go check.
Oh, God.
You're not gonna check the dead
yeah.
person?
Yeah, okay.
What? I mean,
Yep, someone definitely crashed.
Oh.
It's a sport bike. Gross. I'm out of here.
That's a fair assessment of the situation.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Homie got some drip though.
What the fuck? Looks like a pack of Skittles.
Yeah, that's in now.
Wait.
No, thanks.
He's gonna sit forward spike in his cut. That's it. My vote's changing.
Ugh. He's out of here. It's nice knowing you, pal. I was just kidding.
Can you imagine?
I don't know, I'd be a fucking.
So Tommy, you were going to be voted in, but then you decided to fix the fucking crotch rocket.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
It's the crotch rocket for me, dog.
And your new friend with the Skittles hoodie.
I'm glad you like. Yeah, no, I gotta keep checking my like pick on Tommy instincts. Like,
dude,
it's
that's
like,
part of the love, man.
No. But there is a difference, right? Like, there's ribbing, and
You guys
then there's
fuck
like.
with me all the time. I don't give a shit.
There is. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I.
we
That's what I
don't-
told him earlier.
We don't. I don't think we dig at you the same way. You know, like. It's a thing. It just, we can try to be a little more.
I did. It didn't
cognizant
work
because
out for
we
me.
have-
Just want to let you guys
we have
know that.
commandments against
Right.
doing it. And just frankly,
What is it?
We're a brotherhood family. We're
God damn it, I forgot.
and we should be supporting each other. Like, if you deserve to get smacked,
Ant-Man,
the fuck
thank you
down,
for the
get
follow.
smacked the fuck down. But like,
That man
otherwise, we
said-
should try to find ways to build each other up.
That man said he was going 180.
Jesus Christ!
And he managed to walk up walk back on his feet like nothing went wrong.
I saw him like wrapping himself up, Hopefully he's okay.
They have like fucking Kevlar body armor.
No, I don't know. I don't ask those questions.
Maybe
I
under
just-
that hoodie.
I love you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, good night.
Fucking
Sleep
died,
well.
kid.
Get home.
Let him in.
Right, safe.
Was it side lean? Mother.
That sounded more ominous than I intended.
Lean side.
A little bit.
I mean, at the end of the
There it
day,
is. Took us 72
at
hours.
the end of the day, this is something that I don't exactly have complete. I'll admit I don't have a
Loose.
iron grip on, but such is the nature of mental health.
I mean, no one knows it better than me, man. Trust me, I know. You'll never get a full grip on it. It's not gonna happen.
Nope.
But awareness, key to dealing with your own problems, helping other people with theirs.
But to boil it all down, push comes to shove. Do you guys consider me a threat to this club?
I don't think you want to hurt this club, Tommy.
No.
Threat to the club? No, I think you're a threat to yourself, though, Tommy.
And I think
And this is just me being real with you.
I think if things don't get taken care of with you, then we could be collateral damage to that too.
That's why I was asking if you were willing to get the help, because I think you're a threat to yourself right now.
I think in the abstract, any single one of us is a threat to the club. If we pull it back so far that we're just looking.
Nah.
I think any of
not
us
me.
could be a threat.
I'm good.
Could be, right, but that's the point. We're talking about could be's here, not
we all
not
have the
certainties.
ability. Yeah, we all have the ability to be a
So,
massive threat to this club.
Do I think that knowing more about how you react to certain things that you are more likely to potentially be a threat to this club? Yes. That's why I'm trying to be supportive and help you find a way of managing those feelings and not having these relapsing issues. But I don't think you sit around consciously stewing on oh, they'll all get theirs. No, because then, you love us, we love you, you're our brother. But a problem has arisen, and the best way to ensure that this club will have your back is to address it.
I don't think being brought up to the prune vote can be we can look at it as a positive thing.
There's nothing positive about it.
No, as
From
long
my
as
eyes-
you talk to everybody, and everybody talks to everyone else that was involved, everyone gets the information, and we sit down at the fucking table like a family, and we figure this shit out.
I did sort of make that point earlier that this could ultimately, again, as long as you just talk to people, lay it out straight, talk to the people involved again, definitely make sure you have that mediated chat with Larry, that mediated chat with Jax, and square shit up with them.
I would say that what happened tonight was pretty mediated.
I mean, like, look, I know Chaplin and neither is Flint and Cameron, but like, if there's any kind of festering ill will on either side, like, it needs to get squashed. I say that, you know, again, still never having had that chat with Jax, but I feel like he and I, like, look, are we ever going to be best friends? Probably not, but we've reached a point where, like, again, I respect that he's doing his best as a VP, and I think he's doing good. I think that a lot of my issues with him have been made by him being, you know, just a good VP and showing, again, the concerns I had have pretty much been addressed, like, by his behavior and his actions. He may still have problems with me that we should talk out, but I have been waiting for a message from him about when to do the damn thing for months now. So someday we'll have it, but we function fine with that, you know, that lingering whatever, because I think we're both in a good enough place that it's not a problem.
Take a page out of my book. Start being proactive about this. I mean, look at what I'm facing and what I'm doing about it. I'm reaching out to people.
But it's like I said, if it's a problem that needs to be addressed, I will renew my efforts. But for now, like, we get on fine. We had some decent conversation the other day. I don't see it as a problem.
Take it from me. I'm an this right here is an example of why you don't just bottle it up and wait till it becomes an issue again.
Again, I don't think it's bottled necessarily. I think it's not directly resolved between the two of us. It's just inherently resolved by changes in behavior by both of us, whether they were made for the purpose of the other's issues or not. Like, Jax adjusted how he acted because he was a VP ability. And I have tried to keep, you know, some of my own shit to myself and not push certain things and be more understanding of, like, the general concepts of where the club as a whole may stand versus where my own personal feelings are. So as he was shockingly honest and correct about, I'm trying to play the advocate in the middle. I'm trying to be neutral in this scenario because I love you, brother. But I think you did some things incorrect, but I also think he did too. And you know, at this point, like I said, it is what it is, and it just comes down to Sunday. So ain't much more that can be said, for at least with us. You want to talk to other members, let them know your circumstances. Again, make sure that you square that shit out with the two of them, because this is the kind of thing that is still in a festering kind of a place. And I think, you know, your odds are hopefully good. But only time and church will tell.
Yep.
Who needs conflict when we have each other?
All right, I think I'm gonna go for a little bit of a ride.
You know what? Yeah. No, that's fucking late. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta start. Well, actually, I'm gonna probably go just sit and write music for a couple of hours.
Probably still shouldn't ride yet.
Yeah, I kind of want to go solo anyways. No offense to you guys.
Dude, I did it I did it a while ago, and it was the most amazing thing ever.
Trust me when I say I wholeheartedly understand that need.
Yeah, this is a clear head ride. It has nothing to do with this situation. It's my own head to clear about my own stuff.
Well, look, just at the end of the day, like, family.
Exactly.
That's right.
Don't
calm down, Ben.
Tank top or the Mexican
we're in this shit together.
No, but sincerely though, like, whatever frustrations, we're all gonna have times when we're upset at each other, when we have feelings that are like raw and anger and just, you know.
Of course.
But we deal with it, we push past it, and we support each other. We love each other, and we grow, we build, and we keep standing. So
exactly. All right.
Just talk to people, Tommy. Talk to people.
Yep, that's the intent.
100%. All right, I'm gonna go park my Marabone Temple on a different bike.
Later, boys. Good night, Black Lotus.
Good night, Tail.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much.
Night,
appreciate it. Good night, Duder. And by the way, just for the record, Shane likes that Jax is VP too. And so does RedSeal. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Very good stream tonight. It felt good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate all the supporters out there, whether you're out there just watching on Twitch or watching on YouTube, you're hitting that subscribe button or you're hitting that follow button or you're sharing it to your best friend. Maybe your grandma likes motorcycle clubs or something like that. That'll be great. Appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. I fucked it up. I put it too soon. All of you wonderful people were on that scrolling list. We'll get it right next time. I'm a pro streamer, I promise. Twitch, stick around. Let's go raid somebody.